Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir. We're officially back at it.
That's crispy.
Is that an option?
Yeah, we're live.
All right. Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog, nice. Coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast episode. I don't know, but we back in business. I got the boys with me. My man Fabster, a.k.a. Colonel Crackers. We got Rick Dom.
What up?
And Cheesy. And we back. And we ready.
In the mix.
I was about to say a curse early, but I'm not. It's good, fellas.
You know, man, just surviving in the new normal.
No doubt. It's a totally new landscape that we are living in at the moment, man. We should probably say what the hell we all been doing during this whole pandemic shit, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, work is slowly trickling back in for me, so that's been good. I got tested to go work back on set again, so that'll all start happening pretty soon. And so other than that, just trying to keep up with all these reveals and vicariously collecting lines that I don't actually buy through reviews, which is great.
No doubt. Everybody had a COVID test at some point throughout this whole shit.
I did last week actually, so I'm good to go. Everybody want to come over and party?
I did over a month ago though.
Yeah, I had one probably a month ago too.
Yeah, me too. Did y'all have to do the crazy wacky one where they shove that thing way up in your fucking head guts and shit?
Yeah, I had to do that.
I didn't do that one actually.
I had to do that 2 days in a row, and the first day, I had to pull up to a place and do it in my car, and they gave me the kit through my window, and I had to go and stick it up there myself. They're 10, 15 seconds on each side until you feel it stop. And I'm feeling the hard stop, and I'm wiggling it around. It's making my eyes water, and it's tickling me. And then I do it. I have to do it again the next day, and I've already gotten the positive test result. And the next day, the girl just barely swishes it around, and I'm like, "Oh, I was you're way more delicate than I was to myself yesterday. I probably went a little too hard."
You hear about that lady who's brain they punctured or something like that?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not a far stretch to believe that, honestly.
Yeah, she's got a weak nose.
They gave her the old shank and go, huh?
That's bad.
Basically, I didn't have the nose swab. I was getting my regular annual physical, so I just had the antibody test basically, and it took them 2 weeks to give me the results back, so it really didn't matter. And I had to call them. Then the doctor called me and he was like, "Yeah, you tested negative, but it really doesn't mean anything. We don't know anything." I'm like, what?
It really took me 2 weeks to get results. I got mine in 24 hours, 18 hours.
Oh, that's crazy. It's funny because right near my house, they had a drive-through thing situated where you could just go. I probably would have been better off going to that than going through my actual doctor, honestly, because that thing was rocking for a while, when it first picked up. So I don't know, but yeah, what else is going on?
Well, we haven't been collecting COVID. That's good. We've been staying clear of that.
No doubt. All of us are safe. Everybody's family, close, immediate family is good, right? No immediate family members that got COVID.
Oh yeah, thank God. Yeah, we've been good.
It's nice to see some of the regulars in the chat as well. We got E. Rivera, we got Dan Who Reviews, we got Colossal Customs.
Oh, that's what's up. What's up, E? What's up,
Night
Dan?
Walker.
What's up, Colossal?
796
in the mix.
Studios. Bro, everybody's in the mix.
No
McDoog, the Doog is here.
The Doog himself.
That's great, man.
Young Doog himself.
Do we?
I can't see my screen, right? All right, good. What the?
We can see your face, not your screen.
No doubt.
You're in the clear.
Jesus.
Yeah, we can see the expression you make when you're looking at whatever you're looking at. So careful there.
Yeah, maybe wear some glasses next time. We can catch the reflection.
Yeah.
Shit, I got the fog tap open. Shit.
What's the DC the Teen Titans girl?
Starfire.
Yes. Cosplay. It's lit. I gotta show you
Oh.
guys this.
Oh man.
Well, we got a topic list to stick to, and we can do that in the after show when we're taking chat
Yeah,
questions.
no doubt.
But yeah, let's get right into that now. We got a lot to cover. We've been gone for a while. We're not gonna like go back too far. We're gonna try to keep it current and maybe pipe in some things that remind us of past things from there. But we can talk some Marvel Legends, some Hasbro in general, because everybody's really into that. You know, HasCon was like last week. That's probably the oldest thing we're gonna be talking about.
Yeah, no doubt. And I actually just was able to interview with Dan and Dwight and Ryan. So that's on the channel if you haven't checked it out. It was I had a lot going on that day, man. but it worked out, and I think it was a good interview, and I think some cool things came out of that. I guess we'll talk about that more towards the end of this segment. But what we want to talk about first from Legends. I mean, it's been nuts. We obviously weren't here when the Sentinel Backer project dropped, so I guess I'm probably the only one out of this crew that got Sentinels, huh?
No
I got
way.
one.
Really? Everybody got one?
Yeah, I got one.
Two.
Oh, two.
Oh shit!
Not I,
No,
unfortunately.
I had
Colin.
Oh wait, Pete,
I
you
don't
didn't
know,
get nothing?
No, I didn't get a chance. I wouldn't
Ah,
have for that.
It's all right. You can be like the other smart people that are gonna wait for it on the aftermarket.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
why only
it's
pay a small amount now when I can pay an exorbitant amount later?
Yeah, basically. That's exactly what's about to happen. But yeah, I got 3, and pretty much just got good off of that, basically, like last week.
What are your thoughts? Let's get everybody's general thoughts on it, because I think it was awesome.
Yeah, I think it was awesome the way they made $7 million like 3 days or something. And like, what was it? It was up for like what, a month, maybe? Was it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically
So,
like 30 days. Yeah. And
even in the
was
middle.
cool. I mean, it was just a good idea, man, because it satisfies the need for 6-inch collectors to have a bigger Sentinel, because if they don't like the other one that was technically a 3 3/4 inch one, but if you already have the 3 3/4 inch ones and you're like, I don't need another giant Sentinel, you can still just get one, and it can be the master mold to your regular 12-inch Sentinels. So I mean, it's kind of win-win. It was really brilliant, and obviously we're gonna have all the X-Men waves that tie in with it next year, so that's gonna be dope.
Yeah, that was one of the things that they excuse me, sorry, Eric. That was one of the things that they mentioned in the interview, was that their House and Powers wave is going to drop alongside of that. Excuse me. Whoa. That their House and Powers wave is going to drop alongside the Sentinel next year. So that should be interesting. What were you going to say, Rick?
I was gonna say that I think even more so with how impressive it was, that how well it did so quickly, it's that this is gonna open up the avenue to a lot of fucking Kickstarters by Hasbro. At least for the Marvel Legends line, I think we're gonna see a lot of it. Yeah, it was funny, we didn't get to cover the McFarlane their Kickstarter, which we're gonna get into later. But I remember we were all impressed. We were like, "Damn, McFarlane almost did 2 million. That's crazy!" Oh, and then Hasbro blows them out of the water with 7 easily. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And they did this shit in the middle of the pandemic. Like, people don't even have jobs, but they scraped together $349 for at least one Sentinel. That's nuts. That's insane. Could you imagine if this was like a booming economy, what they would have made? They would have made $10 million, man.
I'm sure I would have went for 3.
I think
for sure.
I think it was a perfect storm for a lot of collectors and a lot of different subgroups as well, because I know the retro video game scene exploded as well. Like GameCube games almost doubled in price during the pandemic, and I think it was a matter of just a lot of people were bored at home, and I think a lot of people rediscovering their old hobbies. And
yeah, dude, for sure.
And a lot of a lot of adults with a lot of expendable income were like, oh shit, maybe.
I have a homie who just started up a YouTube show because he just got recently back into collecting over the pandemic, and the thing that really brought him back in is G.I. Joe Classified, because he was a big G.I. Joe guy growing up, and he did really follow it afterwards. But now that Hasbro's making, essentially really good figures for it, he's all in. And I got him into Mezco with the Shadow Supreme Knight. So, he's in deep.
I love what Hasbro's doing right now, man. But and I'm sure somebody there is listening to this. I just wish you all would have listened to us a long time ago. We've been telling you all to make a 6-inch G.I. Joe line for years. And they were always like, oh, there's not really any interest. I don't think the interest is there. The 3 3/4-inch line wasn't doing too well. That's why it was canceled. And look at where you are now. It's arguably the hottest toy line in retail right now next to Marvel Legends.
Well, let's be specific. It's the hottest toy line at one retail outlet, which is Target, and that's what sucks about it.
No, that Walmart sells out too. I never see them at Walmart either. They don't just sell them there at They sell them at Walgreens. They sell them at Target, at Walmart. They sell them at a lot of places, and they're always sold out everywhere you go.
That's true, man.
Yeah, I'm just I hope, I wish it would have been sooner, but I'm glad that it's here because it's like Fabio said, that toy line has gotten a lot of people just into the collecting world in general, like Fabio's friend there, who even started YouTube because of it. That's incredible.
Yeah. And by the way, I did a guest spot on his show, A Toy Kind of Mood, here on YouTube, but we'll get to plugs at the end.
But yes, staying on track here, Marvel Legends, Sentinel, all of us got one except P. So I guess we gotta all P1 somehow. But
you got an extra to get.
Yeah, we'll hit up Solid and we'll hit up Solid and make him sell him one of his million that he bought.
But yeah, that was over PulseCon. So
say it again.
That was towards the end of PulseCon, and that they announced some of the stuff that you already covered on your channel. So if we want to get into some of the more modern stuff,
we could talk about the PulseCon stuff. But yeah, Sentinel project was a huge success. I don't really know too many people that didn't get at least one, and I'm talking about people that have sworn off Marvel Legends, said they weren't going to collect Marvel anymore, but came back and said, I had to get at least one. So yeah, that was a huge success. And then Hasbro just been hitting us with back to back releases over and over.
Fabio,
I clicked it, dude. I saw the link.
He put it in. Oh damn, bro.
No, he wasn't kidding. That was actually Starfire. I was just wondering.
All right. First day back.
Yeah, I guess we are officially back at it for real.
Never call Boog a liar, everybody. He told us it was Starfire. It was Starfire.
It was fucking Starfire, man.
That's a world record, man. We demonetized the video in like 10 minutes. We did it. It's over.
I think we made it back 10.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Somebody in the comments, yo!
But
now we're properly.
Fabio's wildin'.
So that's actually what we need in Legends, for them to bring those voluptuous bodies back.
Yeah, man. I mean, look at this Black Cat. Jesus
That's
Christ.
why we don't talk about DC on this show. I mean, everything about them is just going off the rails.
Hey, man, that's some real edgy shit.
Their figures, their cosplayers, just.
So yeah, I guess we could talk about the most recent stuff from Legends. What you got to share, Fabio? Picture wise, I mean.
Yeah, I got right here the retro carded Black Cat that just got announced, which is cool because a lot of people missed out on the original. I think it was the the Green Goblin Build-A-Figure back in the day.
No, Fabio, it's funny that you say that because I don't this is where I agree with Hasbro that sometimes these Legends collectors they don't make any sense and they're so frustrating. I can't tell you how many comments I've seen since that Goblin one released where everybody was like, man, this figure's so expensive, when are they gonna re-release? Like, can we get a re-release, Hasbro? Come on, everybody knows you want it. And now I swear to God, when this was posted, everybody was like, wow, they're doing this, why don't you give us somebody new? And I'm just like, what do you people want, man? What do you want? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I've seen so many. The majority of people are complaining about this figure. I don't understand.
I don't know why, because when they put out the last Black Cat, which was like a more modern look in the Kingpin Build-A-Figure wave, everybody hated that figure, and then they wanted another chance at a classic look. So
and even And even when that original Kingpin Build-A-Figure got announced, yeah, it was cool. It was part of a really like bad wave, but people wanted the Kingpin because it'd been a long time. But there were still Legends collectors that are like, I already have a Kingpin from Toy Biz. I don't need another Kingpin.
The Toy Biz one is fine.
Exactly. Like, or in his mind, it's not even that it's fine. It's like Marvel Legends already has a Kingpin. Kingpin can never be done again. Not by any other company that owns the license. Marvel Legends is just one entity to him.
And speaking of which, the Kingpin Build-A-Figure was great with the all white suit, but they outdid themselves with the Retro Garden one, in my opinion. That
retro
figure is really
incredible.
nice.
Yeah, I love that figure, man.
The whole retro line is just such a really good idea to get.
That's one of the few Legends that I got like in my pile of loot that was eventually like sent to me. I opened it. I opened up like this huge box like the other week, and that Kingpin was in there, and that was one of the first times that I've looked at a Legend and I'm like, yo, I kind of don't want to even open this thing, man. It looks so nice on this card.
Yeah, me too.
It's so
and it's such a big card too.
It's so fucking big on that card. It
Yeah.
reminds me of the Hulk that they did for San Diego last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I literally feel like a child again just because the scale is there. Not even emotionally, just physically. It's such a huge card. I feel like I'm 8 years old holding this.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Comes
Yeah,
with a
I
little
said to myself, I said I got to get another one of these and keep it on card. It's such a nice figure, man.
It's very nice.
That's what I would do with all of these. Is just open one. Obviously, if it's like only if you're collecting classic looks, then you want to open one and just put it part of the display. But all of these are worth collecting as part of a set on card. I mean, they just look so nice.
Oh, that's another interesting tidbit from the interview. So obviously we got Spider-Man in the retro carded wave. He was the I guess the premier figure or the lead out figure, and he what was I gonna say? I don't lost my train of thought.
Spider-Man premier figure.
They said that Dwight mentioned that they wanted to redo that figure and possibly clean them up and get rid of those different color pegs on the arms and stuff like that. So, and that they might reuse that body for other Spider-Man figures and different suits and stuff like that. And then I mentioned somebody on my channel had mentioned Daredevil on that buck, and Dwight kind of, he kind of like,
That sounds
for a second,
interesting.
was like, maybe that might be a good idea. So I don't know if that's something that's already coming. Oftentimes they already have shit that's like loaded up in the chamber, and and they're like, oh, all right, so we're gonna move forward with this. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, obviously that Spider-Man is one of the best Spider-Man that they've ever put out. Probably one of the best 6-inch Spider-Man of all time. And in my opinion, better than the Mafex version. I know a lot of people were mad at me for saying that, but in my opinion, I think it rivals the Mafex version.
Yeah, that should have been the case on that Spider-Man from the get-go, because the same show where they announced, the whole retro card line and this new Spider-Man and this new bug is the same show where they announced the Old Man Logan and Old Man Hawkeye 2-pack and the Retro Storm, who had the the pinless technology. So at the same show, you're already like, oh man, that's so dope, the best Spider-Man ever. But why doesn't it have this other thing over here? So
I just got the Retro Storm actually too. Shout out to Eva if he's still down in the chat. I didn't open it yet though, but I was just admiring it through the box.
Yeah, with the Thunderbird.
Mm-hmm. They kind of shit the bed with that Thunderbird though.
All right, well that's the retro carded Black Cat though. But we have some other reveals from Marvel Legends, like this Thanos 5-pack, which is kind of dope. I mean, for people who were like, well, it doesn't look anything like the movie, so I'm not going to get it. Boom. This one looks like the movie.
You know what? They threw us for a whole loop with the tease of that burnt arm, because we getting the burnt arm on Thanos and the burnt head sculpt, but he's not in his like leisure gear and shit. So
yeah,
I
a lot
don't
of
know.
collectors getting burned too with this pack.
Yeah,
great.
Basically.
Right.
Now it is great that they gave us the updated Cole Obsidian.
Yes.
The movie look. It looks like they updated the face on what's the chick's name?
Proxima Midnight. Yeah.
Yes, looks like they updated her face.
Her like shoulder plates are different too, I believe.
Yeah, she's a lot less gold.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of people putting up their other Thanos Children releases up for up for sale immediately. Hilarious.
Yeah.
but yeah, man, it's a good way for you to just grab them all at one time in a better, more accurate screen look. So
What's the price? Like it's 119, huh?
119, yeah, it's not really it's not really a deal. It's $20 per figure, basically.
I guess you're technically getting 2 Build-A-Figures, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for 2 Build-A-Figures, I think that one is
True, true.
it's not bad,
True.
honestly.
It's true.
And
You're
what?
right.
How many times have we gotten this Thanos now?
Dude, it's like the
It's like
fourth
third or
time.
fourth. Yeah, right.
This got to be the fourth one. We got the Build-A-Figure with the funny colored skin, the first one with the smile, and he looks really funny. And then they did the
3-pack.
the 3-pack one. Then we got another Build-A-Figure, right? Well, we got the all armored up Thanos at one point too.
Yes.
I don't know. This might be like the 5th movie Thanos for Marvel Legends.
So
really,
it's necessary. Who's getting this? Is anybody in the chat like who actually is in need of this? Is anybody?
I'm not in need of it, but I did order it through Ed's Amazon. I'll see what happens. I'll see how I feel when it's time to ship.
Okay, so Boog, you're someone who collects all the Build-A-Figures, though.
Yeah, how does
Does
this
this
feel?
As like, do you need these because technically they're Build-A-Figures?
Well, yeah, I think I feel like I need the updated Cull Obsidian at least. So, and I never got the 3-pack Thanos, and I always wanted him for the updated color scheme and for the better head sculpt. So, I guess we could kill 2 birds with one stone with this pack, and then maybe I'll retire the other ones that's on display now. So I'll sell them for cheap, and just put that money towards the 5-pack.
I mean,
but I don't know.
It's fine, but it looks like it's just a deco. It's not any new sculpting. Maybe just on the glove, on the gauntlet.
Yeah, like I said, I don't like that they didn't give us the leisure look for Thanos. I really don't. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, the farmer Thanos.
Yeah, that's the point. But we are supposed to still get some more movie figures from Endgame, so maybe he'll show up.
There's a lot of people in the chat. People in the chat are saying that they need this. Hater Herder says that he wants Cull. Most people didn't build the Cull, so that's probably good to get. Wrestling Hound doesn't have Maul or Corvus.
Yeah, some of these were a little difficult to find, I remember.
Yeah, one of them was in a 2-pack with Loki, and the other one was part of a wave, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Maul was hard to find for sure. It was a lot of people that missed out on him.
Yep. Should have taken one more crack at Armor Thanos as Cerrone games go. That would have been a good call too. That would have made it more of an endgame Thanos, though.
That Armor Thanos that we got is like lacking in paint, and he could barely move, and his weapon was trash. Jeez.
Yeah, remind me.
But so
when we get to SH Figuarts, remind me to talk about the that re-release of the Spider-Man they did, because I did get that too. I know that's old news by now. I'm living in fucking
Spider-Man, the Japanese Spider-Man.
Yeah, the Endgame one, the Iron Spider. They re-released that.
Oh yes,
with, like, updated
right.
stuff. It really goes to show you like just how fast these figure deals happened with Endgame. Like, I can't even imagine another situation where where a movie studio is like, yeah, we don't really have anything available right now, but take this concept art and
and make a $100 figure out of it.
Yeah. Here's this concept art of the Hulk busting out of the Hulkbuster suit. It's gonna look great on film.
Yeah. By the way, it's not gonna happen.
It's not in the film at all. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
did you look?
We had or A says we're definitely getting the Avengers in their quantum suits. Now that would be a nice 5-6 pack. That would be a real nice multi-pack. We get the Thor, you get all of them.
Yeah, you have to do them all.
Didn't we already get 2 of them? Didn't we already get a 2-pack?
Yeah, but same thing. They're
not accurate.
They're not accurate to how they actually look in the film. They were like in silver suits. It's supposed to be like more white. And then we didn't know at the time, of the marketing that Thor was going to be in one of the suits or that Hulk was going to be in one of the suits. So it'd be nice to get them all in those suits. Just, as one matching set. See a lot of people making like Fantastic Four customs out of the quantum suits that they've made so far.
Yeah, I think that'd be easy money for sure. And a lot of people would really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's another.
They'd have to do some 2-packs or something like that, though. I can't see them releasing those suits individually again. It would have to be 2 or 3 packs or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Professor Hulk, they said they need to do. Another thing that kind of needs a redo because the one, the Build-A-Figure one that we got at least is like kind of like a hodgepodge, like a mix of looks.
Mhm.
We don't really have a true like in a.
I actually haven't even finished building that damn Hulk yet, or the Bro Thor from Marvel Legends.
Oof. Oh, he was a Build-A-Figure too. See, I've been out of the Legends game for a minute, so even I need to be reminded as much as I keep up with it. But we can move into some other Hasbro stuff. I think that's just about it for Marvel Legends.
Yeah, was there something else that I feel like there was something else that was revealed recently?
I mean, if you're into the Star Wars, they have the Razor Crest Kickstarter.
Yeah, I definitely want to talk about that for a second. Any of you guys fucking with that?
Not my scale, not my. Yeah.
Basically.
My buddy
Now,
George.
the funny thing is,
What did you
contemplating it.
What did he just
I was asking
ask?
if anybody was getting the Razor Crest, the vintage Razor Crest.
If it was 6-inch, hell
Quarter-inch.
yeah. But
No.
not this 3 3/4 inch stuff.
No,
They got to
not-
get
I
with
don't
the
know, man.
program, baby.
I'm on the fence. I'm a little on the fence.
I feel like they've kind of backed themselves into a corner with this scale because of, their other extremely successful HasLab project was this scale. So I feel like they're kind of in a position where they may want to do 1/12 scale, but then they are kind of not fearing, but concerned about the backlash of this 3 3/4 scale. Like everybody is like already in for 3 3/4 with their first project, and I feel like if they switch to 1/12, those guys will kind of feel abandoned.
Yeah,
after three projects that was just for them. I don't know.
That's true. That's also true. Yeah.
And not even just the backer projects. It's also the they have the other thing that's the Cloud City carbon freezing chamber, and that's all for 3 3/4 inch as well. They do like these little Dio sets. Like here we go, the Tantive 4.
Yeah, it's crazy that this line or that this license in general, it's kind of going the way of G.I. Joe. Like I'm sure any of us could tell, we go to these stores, they really don't make 3 3/4 inch figures as much as they do the 6-inch anymore. And it's like slowly getting phased out, but they don't want to leave it behind because it's such like a legacy thing. They've been doing 3 3/4 inch since the prequels started. They don't since the 70s they've been that size. So I understand the hesitance not to want to leave that behind, but we got to start stepping it up like this for 6-inch, man.
Yeah. I mean,
like I said, I might get it, man. I might get it as a for some perspective shots. I talked about it in a video. But yeah, for some perspective shots, it's a lot of photography that could be done with this thing because of all of the playability with it and all of the compartments and stuff like that. So I'm thinking about it, man. And because it's not like it's an army builder, it's one and done. So it's seems more affordable than buying 3 to 5 Sentinels. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, Boog, you got Sentinel and Razor Crest money. Come on, man.
No, but where there's a will, there's a way, sir.
It's true. I don't know. It's tough for me. I couldn't kind of dive into a scale like this off the bat, just off of one like really cool release. If you're somebody who's been in this for a while, this is like it's a grail. This is a centerpiece.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
Well,
but we did have a new 6-inch Star Wars reveal. Sorry, Rick. Go ahead.
I wasn't saying anything.
That was me.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say have the Sentinel, as great as it is, it's not a true 1/12 scale, correct?
Yeah, it is actually.
Oh, it is. Okay, my bad then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's freaking it's freaking
the new one, you mean?
Yes.
New one, you mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like 24 inches.
It's as true as we're gonna get, I think.
Yeah, cool. It's almost 3 feet tall.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I am so out of the loop. I don't know. That's my bad.
Oh, it's huge, dude. But yeah, we got some 6-inch Black Series reveals too. This is a new Black Series Scout Trooper from Jedi Fallen Order, the game. Just some new parts on an old figure. Cool stuff. If you're one of our regular Star Wars fans, you'll know exactly what we're talking about.
You know what, they since I mean, obviously so much stuff has happened since last time we podcasted, but Black Series also put out a new buck, an updated buck for their Stormtroopers too, and I think the updated Clone Trooper buck is about to come out. I think that was one of the things that came out of a HasCon.
You know, one thing that we haven't talked about, obviously, because we've been gone. In my opinion, the best 2 head sculpts that have ever been made by Hasbro are on the Rebel Trooper, on the in the snow outfit and whatnot. That figure is honestly almost like a hot toy in the 6-inch scale. It's
You know what? I got that figure like right here. I still haven't even opened it.
Oh man, open it up right now. Get your raw thoughts on it. It has multiple interchangeable faces. It's so sick. There's like, I think they said there's like 40 different combinations that you can do with this figure of like how you want it to look and whatnot. It's incredible. And honestly, it just sets the bar so high for Black Series that it's hard to kind of come back and like top that figure, in my opinion, because it's really incredible.
Well, I just found it. It's
One
right
thing
here.
that Black Series
Now we're talking.
One thing that Black Series needs to do is start including some interchangeable hands. If they did that in the 6-inch line, they'd be off to the right direction, in my opinion. Yeah, this is just, I don't know what this is about.
Is anybody hardcore enough into Star Wars to be like, yeah, I need some Christmas Troopers? It needs to be its own.
For sure.
I'm not hardcore into Star Wars, but I'm buying these. These are so stupid. I have to do it.
You know,
I have to
you know what? I got to get that Jar Jar though. I don't know.
Well, Rick, I think everybody's gonna get these. These are gonna be a 5 below.
I don't have those here, man. It sucks.
I thought you went thrifting, dude. Come on.
I hope I could find it thrifting. You know what I've been finding a lot while thrifting? Brand new NECA figures.
Oh wow.
2016 Fabio is like squirming in his seat right now.
Wait, where? Give me the address. Whatever I save on the figures, I can spend on the gas to get there.
What's the store?
Road trip.
But yeah, so these are some of the reveals from HasCon for Black Series, and I think this one was really cool because SHF actually announced the same thing. The Armorer.
Yeah, SHF. I'm done with them on the Mandalorian Star Wars stuff. That the first Mandalorian turned me off so much that I'm good on that, man.
Really? Maybe it's like what happened with me when I got their Jango Fett. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like that, and I was kind of still like rooting for them even through that, but like I don't know, man. SHF has kind of been lackluster with the Star Wars stuff, but yeah, this looks good. Black Series Armorer, and apparently there's some things that are exclusive to this set because this was originally supposed to be an exclusive for the con, I think. So
yeah, that makes
some
sense.
of those accessories you will only be able to get in this pack. So I know this is going to be crazy. Updated Han Solo right there.
That's cool.
Yeah, that whole thing. Yeah, that's pretty dope. If you could hit that with some nice light piping, that'll probably look great in a shot.
Mm-hmm. You can use some of these forge weapons for like Tony Stark or something too.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Yep. Some of this stuff could double.
And I was gonna say in the chat we got Runtime Error and Cerrone Games Go with the same idea. Everybody needs one of these Jar Jars to make a Sith Jar Jar.
Word, you just throw a cloak on them.
Exactly.
When you have to kill all the kids.
It's gonna happen, dude. I mean, you think Perv Woody is bad, man? This is gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah, the Jar Jar's up next, bro.
Yep.
I could see people taking like the evil Ray that I think was also announced and just using that because nobody's gonna get this. Nobody cares about this. Who wants evil Ray? Star Wars fans, let me know.
The one who showed up for 2
more
seconds.
than a Jar Jar.
Me.
I don't know about that.
He wasn't even a real character. I said that in the video. It was just a vision. It wasn't even
showed up for like 2 seconds.
Well, Star Wars belongs to the fan base now, so whatever they create for it is more legit than what's actually coming out.
No doubt.
Star
yeah,
Wars.
Star Wars. Fuck Star Wars.
I am excited for Mandalorian season 2, though.
Me too. When's that supposed to drop?
I think November, like early November.
I believe it's the day before Halloween.
Let's take a little side.
Yeah,
just reminded me of Boys, you guys been watching
Hell
The
yeah,
Boys?
watch the boys, man.
Of course, I love the boys. I just finished the finale. Was yesterday? Season 2
Yesterday,
finale.
yeah, I didn't watch it
Oh
yet, so don't
man,
spoil it.
that finale was incredible.
Ooh man,
Okay.
I have not even
Okay,
watched the first
I'm
season.
ready.
you haven't?
man.
Really?
No.
Oh damn!
Dude, I haven't watched anything. I didn't even watch The Mandalorian, unfortunately.
Man.
You got
Oh my
Amazon? You got
God.
Amazon?
I got Amazon Prime, yeah. So
Oh.
I'll check it out
It's-
eventually.
You got
It's
Disney
very
Plus,
good.
Poncho?
I got Disney Plus, baby. I got it all.
Oh man,
None of them are being used. I just let my sisters use it.
that's what I'm talking about.
It's definitely top show. You know, even though the show came out like what, a year or 2 years ago, I think it's still this season 2 is the best show. One of the best shows of 2020.
You're talking about
Listen
boys,
here,
right?
Poncho. It's time
Yeah.
for Daddy to get his rocks off.
Who's gonna help Daddy get his rocks off? So dumb.
Yeah, the boys figs. Nightwalker calling it. We need somebody to make the boys figs.
Hell yeah.
My
Who's
wife
gonna
is
tackle that?
super into that show, The Boys. She says it's like
Who-
so good. So
Oh
Who
yeah,
would
you
you,
love it, man.
What company would you like to see do The Boys figures?
Who I would like to see do it and who will likely do it are not the same.
Yeah,
sadly.
definitely not.
No
I could
doubt.
see McFarlane or NECA doing it.
Well, you
Yeah,
know what? McFarlane did announce that they were doing Homelander, right?
No, actually, NECA did announce. Yeah, NECA's doing the boys figs. Yeah, they
Oh,
are.
thank God. Okay, then,
They're
then
doing-
I'm winning.
Yeah.
I'm winning now. I
NECA,
want that.
NECA announced that they got the license for the boys, and they're going to be doing, you know, all kinds of merchandising. And then the 2 figures that they've announced but not shown is Homelander and Starlight.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be really good.
Homelander is the best in
Just
the
the
world.
best. And
worst.
no spoilers, but in this season 2 finale, they put in at the end of it a scene that they had to cut out from season 1 because it was, you know, Amazon was like, no, you can't. That's too much, and they were able to put it back.
So why is it not too much in season 2 though?
Man, 2020 is just changing everything. The standard has
Okay.
been lowered.
All right, I'll be looking forward to that. I'm gonna actually check it out after this. But yeah, so everybody's on The Boys, been watching The Boys.
Mhm.
NECA's gonna do the figures. I'm down. I guess I'm okay with that. I could see them doing really nice looking figures, but I don't want a fucking 7-inch
Dude,
scale.
How
Homelander.
much?
Yeah,
How much money did Fresca give these people?
I know.
Really? Right? Crazy, right? Serious product placement in The Boys for sure.
Man.
Especially after the arc that the Deep goes through with Fresca.
Fresca?
Can I get you a Fresca?
Absolutely
get
lost.
Whenever I'm going to try to calm down a tense situation, I'm just going to have some Frescas on me. Whip them out of my
Okay.
bag satchel.
Anybody like a Fresca?
It's the
But-
sober White Claw.
Honestly, yeah, that's Virgin White Claw.
Oh, go up, Fabio, real quick. We got to talk about that gotcha, man. Rick,
We're gonna. Oh yeah, I was gonna get into the New York Comic Con exclusives first, but let's
Oh man, the boys.
do, what's it called? Battle of the Planets, if I'm not mistaken.
Gotcha man.
Gotcha, man is. I cannot
Oh,
believe
really?
that they're.
We're
So
about to
Storm
get
is doing this?
Yep.
Storm's
Oh,
doing it. Gotcha,
that
man.
tape looks atrocious though. What the
Yeah,
heck?
Yeah.
that case doesn't work.
I don't know what's going on here with that. Is that?
Like,
I
like
hope
that,
it's Stoppable
cape,
Beast.
that cape is fine if it's not an action figure.
Yes.
Like if that's a statue, oh boom, dead on.
You know what I?
Yeah.
You know what I hope so. I hope that cape is actually literally just an accessory and it comes with a
Mhm.
proper cape behind
Yeah.
it. Because that is
Yeah,
his,
like how
iconic
Super 7
look.
does.
With,
Of
like,
course,
the-
this is the, you know, the hero pose, the hero
Yeah.
look, you know. But you got to do it like how Super 7 does, where, you know, with the Splinter they gave you a soft goods robe, but then also you know, a regular plastic one you can put on top instead. Or with Munra, I think they did the same thing.
yeah.
So
like-
yeah, they got to get somebody to do some soft goods for them for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I understand the choice aesthetically for like a hero pose or a museum pose or something like that, but you know, what's even the point of making
Well,
such
right.
a hyper articulated
Was this
figure?
announced?
What's that?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just shown today.
Oh, really?
Does he ever not wear this cape?
No,
Now,
it usually it moves with like with any superhero. The cape moves, and it's not like that all the time.
yeah, this is
Okay.
just like his normal like hero iconic pose. So
Yeah,
like that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Like I'm hoping that it comes with another, like you just pop his head off and you just put a new cape on
Mhm.
top of him that like flows behind him. Similar
Well,
to
still
how
pending approval. So
yeah, similar to like how the animated series Batman figures were, where he had one cape that was draped over his shoulders, and then there was another. He came with another cape that was like behind him, so he could move his arms around a little bit more.
right.
No doubt.
Well, that's the gotcha, man. That's pretty cool. I mean, hopefully they do the rest of the team as well.
Yeah, we'll get it in about 7 years.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be
Right.
pretty great.
No doubt.
Here's something we're probably going to get a little more imminently is the New York Comic Con exclusives from Storm Collectibles. We got
Very nice.
E Honda Nostalgia Edition.
I like
Okay.
usually when it comes to like
Yeah.
like color variants with these con exclusives, some of them are a little weird. I'm like in a very middle ground with these Street Fighter things, just because of how often I was stuck being player 2, and I had to like rock with these off color palette swaps.
Yeah.
So like these kind of aren't that bad to me, honestly.
And the watermelon
I mean,
key for
it's a fucking good looking figure, regardless.
Yeah, sure.
Even if you don't like the colorway, it's a good looking figure.
yeah, and I mean it's nice to have an E Honda that's not gonna fucking break into a million pieces.
Right.
There's
Storm
so many
has
Hondas.
amazing bodies. They do a really good job sculpting these bodies and making them look, not just like true to the aesthetic of the game, but like anatomy wise, they work.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're all about at Storm, man. They're all about traditional sculpting. Like their heroes are Todd McFarlane. They love what NECA does. These people they don't like doing digital at all. That's like not their thing.
Speaking of which, Hasbro has moved completely away from that. Everything is digital now, by the way.
Yeah.
And to their detriment, man. Every head sculpt looks the same, female or male. It is a complaint I have, and I wish they'd switch it up, man. We'll pay the extra $2 to $3 per figure if you give us multiple head sculpts with expressions on them.
Yeah, it's easier, it seems, to just keep like the same like base sculpt in it's almost like a preset sculpt and then just sculpt away from there, but you end up still kind of looking with like the same bone structure underneath all of them,
That's perfectly put, man. That's exactly what they're doing. They have like a general face, and then they kind of tweak it for every single release. And I understand that it speeds up the process, but it really is to the detriment of the line.
Yeah.
These guys just don't have any expressions. And it's why so many people go to what's his name? What's that guy that does his own at the artist con and down in LA? He
Sculptor Shelf, May Shelf.
May Shelf. That's why May Shelf, he sculpts for Hasbro, and that's why everybody buys his head sculpts because they want those expressions,
Yeah, no doubt. He's doing his thing.
Every now and then one of his sculpts makes it into the line and it's like noticeably better than the rest, like the Polaris and Havoc, I think he did the Old Man Hawkeye that like everybody is head swapping right now.
Yep.
So every now and then, yeah, they get some good ones, but for sure.
Something else that he did recently too that I was looking at. Look at his Instagram.
Yeah, I was going to say about HasCon too, while we were on the subject, is I actually really dig the way they did their presentation in terms of like actually making it seem like an event. And if you tuned into some of the panels, like the Hasbro Marvel Legends panel, which A.C.B.A. got a shout out on, by the way, but it was cool talking about the digital sculpting because, now they're doing like the digital paint masters and all that stuff. And it was just cool the way they paneled everything out and had the team just kind of talking. And it was all very structured, obviously, but it was just a good presentation. It was very clean and polished. So kudos to them for like waiting a couple of, weeks or whatever after people just kind of threw up their exclusives to like really make it an event.
May Shelf did the Venom pool and the movie Deadpool as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that movie Deadpool was awesome.
That Venom pool, although I'm not interested in it, it is an impressive head sculpt, so that does make sense.
That new Carnage is nice too. Did he do that?
Did he?
Regardless, all of the digital sculpting from Hasbro comes like originally from Gentle Giant. So, when you have guys on the team like that, a lot of those sculpts kind of get selected differently depending on the person working on them. So one person on like May Shelf will do this, and then another person will do that sculpt.
No, I think you mixing up the fact that he did the Cletus Cassidy head on his own.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was a great head sculpt.
I'm kind of mad I missed out on that one.
All right, what do we think about some of these Storm exclusives, though? I think this is another guy from Samurai Showdown that also just got announced, and this is like a new colorway for him. I'm not familiar with this at all. Rick, I trust you are.
Yeah, he's from. I mean, there's nothing much more to say other than he's Hamaru from Samurai Showdown.
Yeah.
His traditional one is white. It's so weird not seeing him in white. If I'm being perfectly honest, like it's so weird. Like I just don't. He's like one of those characters like that you just. It's like seeing Ken outside of wearing red. You're like, what the fuck is happening? I know other versions exist, but like,
why would they make that the lead out color then?
I think that's
I think he's the first release.
Yeah, that's weird. I think that's his player 2 palette swap. You know what would have been really smart for this if they would have made his like skin like an extremely deep red. Because I don't know if anybody else here besides Rick is familiar with Samurai Showdown, but like the more like messed up you get in Samurai Showdown, the more like amped up your character gets. Their skin gets like bright red, and like that would have been incredible. That would have enticed people to get this and the other one, so they could do swaps with like his gi and his clothes and stuff like that. That would have been
that would have been really smart.
That would have been the chef's kiss, baby.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming now. It's gonna be clear translucent red too.
Basically.
Eddie and Andrew are taking notes as we speak about this.
Right. And this like same exact thing right here. You get a clear translucent skeleton, which is the same skeleton, like the Golden Axe skeleton. But man, I love, as much as people hate repaints and stuff, like I love it when a company is like really clever with reuses and repaints like this. Obviously like, making the skeletons for Golden Axe, it's like, okay, cool, but who cares about Golden Axe? Maybe there's a few people, but just having that skeleton sculpt in their arsenal now, they can throw it all into their Mortal Kombat line. They can throw it into like, at this point, it's like, what licenses can we pick up that will use this skeleton sculpt?
Yeah.
There's so many ones you could do. Like you just said, you can literally put the skeleton with any of the other characters in a different color, and it's gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I mean, this could be like a dude melted in acid. I actually do want to get these skeletons. This is the original release. It's actually a 2-pack.
Aren't they doing like? Oh yeah, I was about to say that. Aren't they doing like 2-packs or something like that? Yeah, I could see people just building up their skeleton army for like some background stuff, like a dungeon or whatever, or as an army of actual skeletons for sure.
Yep. I mean, it looks cool no matter what. And it's a little bit big. Storm does say that they're 112, but it's closer to 7-inch. But if it's a skeleton, dude, you can budget. And here's the regular Motaro. The one I just showed is the exclusive, and even this regular Motaro comes with a bloody skeleton.
The Motaro. Oh wow, that looks great. The Motaro hasn't released yet, though, right? No version has released just yet, right?
Okay.
No, but I think just like the Samurai Showdown guy, I think this is going to be the first like in-hand Motaro is the exclusive, and then the regular, standard edition will come later.
Gotcha.
Storm does that all the time. I remember they did that with the Scorpion when we were there, I think last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the exclusive 2-pack of skeletons. I think it's a different expression, and they're pink now. And some pink skeletons to go with your pink skulls from Mezco if you want. This is what they look like when they're naked.
Yeah, I think them going like all in on these skeleton variants is a very smart idea, because everybody just really like everybody said so far, like an army of skeletons, like all different colors and different like expressions and stuff. Like who wouldn't want just more skeletons?
I think I can look up a particular Kickstarter and get the exact number of people who want skeleton army building.
Yeah,
I never got that.
It's funny, man. I've heard a lot of people, like including myself, saw that they were doing Golden Axe, and I was just like, I don't really know why.
Mm-hmm.
But these skeletons alone, man, definitely paid for that license that they had to get.
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah,
they're gonna be doing these skeletons for fucking ever now.
And putting them in 2-packs, brilliant. I mean, that's consumer friendly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're really just thinking about us. They're doing us a favor.
This is all for us.
They only hit us because they love us.
They're going to look you in the face at the con, and you're going to tell them, like, oh, I don't know, man. More skeletons? Like, listen, more skeletons? We're doing this for you, you son of a bitch. The skeletons is paying for the whole line.
Real quick, I forgot to mention when we were talking about the boys that the fellow who plays Homelander is interested in playing Wolverine in the MCU.
Ooh.
You guys think about that?
Anthony Starr.
I wouldn't wouldn't hate it or anything, but I was telling David Walton the other day, I want a younger guy, man. I want whoever's the next Wolverine to last. I don't want him to be gone in 10 years like Robert Downey and Chris Evans. I want somebody in his late 20s, early 30s that could stick this out.
Harry is
first.
I don't feel like the dude who plays Homelander has a gruff enough voice, I don't know.
Have you ever seen the guy that plays Homelander when he's not Homelander? He looks like a total goob.
Yeah, he looks like Wolverine, Hugh Jackman in X-Men 1. Like not the jacked Wolverine that we ended up with towards the end there. And that's a good point too, is having a young dude, because I don't want another Old Man Logan adaptation in 10 years,
What's the other white boy that was people were saying should play him?
People say Tom Hardy. People say even though he's been
Is it Zac Efron that was getting some looks before?
Yeah, I believe so.
He's for sure.
I thought Zac Efron was for Richard Rider.
Oh yeah, there's a good idea.
I could see that. I could see that more than Wolverine.
Yeah, that's what I remember hearing. I thought what's his name's son was being talked about for Wolverine for a while. What's his name? Clint Eastwood's boy.
Oh, Scott Eastwood or something? Yeah, he was kind of rumored, I think. Tom Hardy was thrown around for a minute. He gets thrown around everywhere, though. I don't know. It's tough. I mean, Wolverine is just such an iconic thing. It's very difficult to cast. And I think as soon as they announce who it is, whenever that happens, everyone's going to hate it. I already can sense it.
Oh, yeah,
everyone's going to hate it, and then we're going to be impressed in the end. And also, side note, I think this Bloody Motaro would go better with the original release Bloody Skeleton.
Well, I said now you're drinking the Kool-Aid, Fabio.
See, I'm just saying.
It's all by design.
I mean, I won't be buying these, but I'm just saying, if you think about even one of these, just get them both.
That's it, yeah. Why not? Why not just get them both?
Of course. These Golden Axe Skeletons, though, for sure. I'm going to probably look into some BBTS after the show and get a couple of these.
They're very nice.
Sony Games Go says they go in any diorama.
I believe they go on sale at GameStop.
How old is Clint Eastwood?
These just came out like earlier this year.
Clint Eastwood.
Old, like 90s.
Who knows?
He's like 90 or some shit.
Yeah.
So how the fuck old is Scott Eastwood? That's like his granddad or some shit. It seems like.
Huh? Or maybe Clint Eastwood's just piping the young ones. He's
Yeah,
not your 20-year-old wives or something. I don't know.
Scott Eastwood is 34.
A really good theory, Rick.
He's 34.
Yeah,
and Clint Eastwood is like fucking 90.
Yeah.
Let's take a
Wow,
look.
that's really solid. 34. See, that's the kind of age that's the kind of age Wolverine should be, man. Get a good 15 plus years out of him.
Yeah, Clint's
I
90.
appreciate
what?
that. Let me know that they're
90.
sold out.
God damn.
Like I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, let's be real. Let's be real. White
Let's get
people,
real.
they age terribly. What white people in a span of 5 years, they could look 15 years older. They have no melanin. They have it just doesn't work. White people, they age horribly. So the younger you go, the longer it's gonna last, man.
Glad things have never changed. We got racist Rick.
Yeah, I'm
Uncle
back.
Rick in the mix.
And I'm hating on the whiteys. I'm back, and the whiteys are feeling the brunt of my force.
Rick always says, "Live hard and leave a beautiful corpse behind."
And I'm gonna have protesters on the outside of my house. White lives matter.
Basically.
All right.
So yeah, is that it for Storm?
That's it for Storm. I was going to say that Hater Herder and Jamal Gilbert are letting me know that the skeletons are sold out on BBTS. So I will be looking elsewhere for those.
Already.
But I do want these. And these are, I think, going up for sale on Entertainment Earth. Or maybe
how much was the 2-pack?
Here we go. Bluefin Brands. The skeleton 2-pack is $60. Motaro is $110. E Honda $90. Haumaru $90. Not bad. I mean, $60 for a skeleton 2-pack is fantastic. Honestly, I might even just with getting these. Whoa! Let's not enter my credit card information. We've already seen enough sensitive material on the podcast.
You're a
You just reminded me about
panda,
something.
man.
Oh, I know this wasn't on the docket, but Mythic Legions showed off some shit recently too, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, they had a big
Any
warehouse
pictures of
sale a
that?
little bit ago, and they're at a New Jersey Toy Con right now this weekend, and they're showing some stuff in person. I'll look that up real quick.
They pushed back the freaking horse. The horse was supposed to drop last month. They pushed that shit back to next year.
Jeez.
What is this? A Marvel movie?
That's some real Hot Toy shit. Not even Figma does something like that.
What is Dune? No, this is all old news. I think we would have to go on their actual Instagram.
Instagram, yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
I mean, I used to do Mythic Legions for a little bit, and then I saw the prices of everything and what I had to buy, and I was like, "Ah, fuck this."
Look, if you're not already
Yo,
buying,
what the fuck is up? What the fuck is up with Masterpiece, bro? A Masterpiece Transformer is $300
Bro,
these days. What the?
I'm out of Masterpiece. I'm not playing these games. I'd rather do third party. Third party is cheaper and they're better figures. Why would anybody?
Yo, don't get me wrong. This shit looks fire, but $264.
Yeah, no, man, get out of here. I'm not doing no Masterpiece no more. I'm through with that. I'm not paying these.
I could get the Razor Crest for like 90
Yeah,
more bucks.
I wish David Walton, like the week that David Walton is in here, we're talking about this, but we'll bring it up whenever he comes in here. The reality is, man, that third party does better at a cheaper price, and they release what you actually want. Masterpiece is always like 5 to 10 years behind, and they're charging like 2 times the price sometimes. I can't do it. And even when you buy from Japan, it's still expensive.
Yeah, it's still expensive. Hell yeah. This shit looks nice, but nah, I'm good.
the horses.
This is Starscream 2.0. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Are you showing something? Sorry.
No, I wasn't showing anything. I was you're showing some shit, so let's talk about what you got.
This is all that they've shown at some New Jersey Toy Con.
Okay.
The horse, yeah, like you said, it's all getting pushed back, but I think everybody is down for these. It's a little big. I mean, Mythic Legions is technically 6-inch, but they're chunky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're big boys.
I
for
mean,
sure.
a fucking stallion is huge. So I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
But it even looks huge on her. I mean, this is one of the female figures, but still. It's not. I mean, it's definitely not going to be as small as a Figma horse. And this vampire thing is just awesome.
That looks nuts. Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is the new reveal.
Crazy.
This is
Man,
the only new reveal.
Ass man bat right there.
This is like your Blade villain right here.
Right here, for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Actually, I believe the Cursed Dead will be filling that role pretty soon, but we can talk about that some other time.
What the hell is the Cursed Dead?
Ooh, if only you knew. So yeah, that's about it for Storm. We can move into some Mezco real quick, because there's not really anything to talk about other than
Fabio's mouth is salivating.
hello. Literally, all there is to talk about is this coming weekend. I guess next week, the 15th through the 17th, is the same Mezco Con at home thing, their fall edition. And if you go on my channel, you can see the review for what I believe will be the exclusive, which is a Crimson Dragon Gomez. If you remember at the Mezco Con Summer Edition, they did the Golden Dragon that was in that swag bundle and stuff. Now the fall edition is coming up, and some of the people who won the contest in the Summer Edition got the prize, and 4 people got this Crimson Dragon, and speculated to be the exclusive at this con. So get your bundle money ready.
Another freaking Mezco character that they putting out and putting mad attention into their own shit. But anyway, go ahead.
And you can see all the swaps and possibilities that is possible with a character that you might otherwise not care about if you just go on my channel and watch my review. It's popping.
Oh, it's popping.
We'll put that in the it'll be in the description of this video. I guess you could probably pop it down there in the chat.
I would show it on chat, or on cam, but I've already returned it to its rightful owner. I didn't own it, but I mean, literally, there's only 4 of these that people have in hand right now, and like one person sold on eBay for like $2,000.
What the
just stupid.
Christ. What is happening?
Right?
I mean, but that's wild though, because Mezco definitely knows who has them. So why would that person risk it?
I don't know. I mean, it's a prize. They're not getting any, advance.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It wasn't like there was
an embargo on it. They can do whatever they want with it. I thought I was going to get in trouble for posting a review early, so I had to make sure with Adam, like, they didn't like give you anything to sign with the figure that says don't show this to anyone, right? But I mean, it might not be the only exclusive. I mean, there's always going to be a Gomez exclusive at their own, home convention in New York. But I think there's probably going to be one more. I think what did we get last year for the fall? Like, we got like Gordon or something like that. So yeah, just stay tuned to Mezco's social media and watch for the announcements. You too could win a only one of 4 edition figure after solving a crossword puzzle or something. Like,
what are we waiting for from Mezco right now?
About to ship right now is the new Harley, or it's kind of already hitting, is the PX Harley. PX Magneto, people are getting in hand right now. Wonder Woman is due soon. Doc Nocturnal is due in November. We're supposed to be getting Keaton Batman in December, and I think Chris Reeve and Michael Keaton Batman are going to hit about the same time, even though the pre-orders were different.
Bro, who else are we waiting for? The Popeye and Bluto 2-pack.
Popeye and Bluto too, yeah.
Can we talk about how garbage that SHF fucking Keaton Batman is?
Oh my god!
We'll get to that. That's like at the end of the shit.
Yeah, we'll get to SHF here. I got it. It makes me feel like, at least with Mezco, they're trying something with the seamless body and everything, and it might suck, but like it looks not good. It looks good for sure, but at least it it doesn't look bad like the SHF one does. Like the SHF is doing the SHF thing to this Michael Keaton, and it's not working because it's to be a very like seamless looking suit,
Yeah.
Eesh, terrible, man.
So Mezco Con is when, you say? Again?
October 15th through 17th, which is let's see.
That's next weekend, right?
Yeah, that's Thursday through Saturday next week. There's probably going to be some reveals, the 14th maybe, that Wednesday, but for the most part, yeah, they did it. If you watch my Mezco Con recap video right here on my channel as well, you can see kind of like the flow of events. Day 1, they do like a reveal, an event, or like a contest, and then something at the end on social media, and then same thing day 2.
Will they actually have somebody like up there actually talking to the people and like?
It's all just Instagram posts or social media posts. Right. So yeah, that's why I say just stay tuned to social media for Mezco on Twitter and Instagram.
That's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate that they don't get more involved.
Yeah, I mean they don't have like as big of an infrastructure as like everybody who's tried to order on their website knows. So I don't see them ever trying to like host their own like live stream PulseCon type of thing. But yeah,
it don't gotta be as organized or as big as PulseCon, but it could literally just be some rep who is like personable and who has some personality to just get up there and just talk about the product a little bit. What the fuck?
I would more likely see like a Gomez stop motion where he's doing a slideshow presentation of all the new reveals and shit.
I mean, brand, at least,
right? Yeah. That's what
I would like to think that as they get more comfortable, I think that they really, I wouldn't say jump the gun, but I think that they thought they were in a spot where they could do like interviews and PR stuff, but like whoever was conducting these interviews probably didn't have any like formal PR training, so a lot of stuff was left up in the air. Maybe...
I mean, we have the answer to all that. We'll talk after this, but I do have a video also on my channel that you can check out where there was a leaked Reddit thread from this employee who worked at Mezco, and he was basically saying like, yeah, that person maybe got a little too big for his britches, and people didn't like him being like the face of the company at these interviews.
Yeah.
So I mean, was he though?
I was gonna say, they don't have a face like NECA does, but they like control like NECA does. They like the control of how their product gets spun and how it gets spoken about and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have a face to put to it because he's, as described by that employee, he's elusive, he's mysterious in a lot of ways, and that's like Mr. Mez himself, Mez Markowitz, I think, and he's like, I understand, like he kind of like it's the company's named after him, so he runs things literally the way he wants, but he's keeping a way more low profile than like Randy, who also gets accused of the same thing.
Yeah, we talking about this guy like he's a fucking mob boss or some shit.
Exactly. Like,
Hey, yo, I talked to Tony Two Toes. He's on the corner right now with Mez Markowitz.
well, that explains the Gangsters Inc. line. It was all like based on stuff that happened back. You know what I'm saying?
What's the fucking character from from Max Payne? Remember one of the mobster's sons that was a collector? You remember that shit?
In the Marky Mark movie?
No, in fucking Max Payne the video game. You don't remember that shit?
I didn't play those games.
Oh man, Pete,
My mom-
come on, baby.
I don't
You
know his
remember
name,
that
but I know
shit?
you're talking about. Yeah.
It's like I'm a collector.
Boog.
They was like in his crib, and they had a shootout in his crib, and he had all of this like memorabilia and all of these like toys and shit. He's like, "What? I'm a collector."
No. My mother would never let me play something like that.
Incredible.
Oh,
So
shit.
good.
I think I still have that game. Actually, I gotta look and see. I'm
Game's so
pretty
good.
sure I still have it. Yeah.
What they need to do is they need to just, spend the money, get somebody trained in like, public relations and stuff, and then put this guy in a fucking Mezco mask and and like a black suit and the mask, and just have this guy do interviews, basically.
Right. Put him in a get 3 guys, put some pink skulls on them.
I'm telling you, man, that'd be great.
No, that's all like good, but I think the on-brand move would just be like, here's a 5 minute, stop motion video of like, that's everything, which would be cool, and they do a really good job with those stop motions in their defense. So like, it would make a lot of sense.
They source those, right? They source those from guys in the community, some really talented guys.
No, they get those all from like, basically one guy, but he's the guy with the team who all did the Marvel What the shorts on YouTube.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Channel. Yeah. So it's that team of people, but basically like the guy from that.
Interesting. All right. Okay. Cool. That makes sense.
So he did, all the Pink Skull stop motions from that announcement video, and like the Doc Nocturnal one, which was a really dope stop motion.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's Mezco Con. That's coming next week. Get ready for more stuff to be announced that will probably go for pre-order, and then you won't see it for like a year and a half. Like they did that with Death Dealer after the Summer Con. But also be ready for like sneak drops, because that's what happened with the Golden Skulls. Is we had the Golden Dragon, and that happened, and it was cool, and people were happy about that. And then like a day or two later, at the same like drop time, but with no announcement, is when the Golden Skulls went up. And then that sold out like immediately, and then they put them up again, but due shipping in like March of next year. So the people who got that initial pre-order, that sneak dropped, already have the Golden Skulls in hand, and they're dope. So I mean, if you are tired of Mezco like doing shit from their own mascot and their own like unlicensed stuff, yeah, it sucks, but like it's not gonna stop. It doesn't cost Mezco anything to do it. They can reuse parts like from all kinds of other stuff that they've already worked on, and like I don't know, pop a different head on it and just have a generic ninja. I don't see what the problem is.
No doubt. I mean, that's what I use the Black Ninja as, is just a generic ninja, basically. Take that head off.
Yeah. Diabolic head fits perfectly on there. You're good to go.
Oh, does he? Oh wow!
Oh, yeah.
I gotta order that.
You gotta watch my review, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it when we're
What
done.
a great plug.
Yeah, I did a bunch of head swaps on that review, so one last plug for my Crimson Dragon review on my channel.
All right, cool.
Moving on from
I'm gonna
Mezco.
watch
Oh, real quick, yeah, Captain McKay Random said that he confirmed, yeah, the stop motion is made by the same guy who did Marvel. What the? Very cool.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why they're really
All right.
clever too. They're
Well,
really
that's Mike's his repertoire there is the stop motion shit. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
check out
Captain
Captain
McKay. It's
McKay's
like-
channel for like stop motion stuff. He's really great.
There you go. Get your free plug, Captain. But that's that. Let's move on to NECA, because they're going so hard on this Ninja Turtles line that it's got everybody going like, wait, do I need every Ninja Turtle from
That's
every
crazy.
appearance?
Yeah, I'm like loosely following this Ninja Turtle line, and like every time I like get a chance to look through like toy news, there's like new shit everywhere.
Yeah. And they've done a really good job of making it accessible to fans, because like the big drama originally is that like, if you remember, maybe in even our last show, maybe the show before that, I was very clear, and David Walton was very, very kind to remind me, how much stank I was putting on the word NECA with the amount of times I said it. trying to explain that if you want like, you know, the ones from the cartoon and the ones from the movie and the ones from the video game, you get NECA. If you want the ones that are like exactly like the toys you remember from Playmates, you go with Super 7. So that trend is like continuing. Problem was that like a lot of that stuff was store exclusive for a while. So like the cartoon stuff was at Target exclusively. So now what NECA has done is put up pre-orders on their own website that are open for like a week, 2 weeks sometimes, and you can just calmly get these exclusive 2-packs at your own leisure.
Yeah, that's
So
that's the smartest move I think they've made in
direct
a
to
long time.
consumer, man. That's the way.
You know, something funny NECA related that happened to me recently was that I made a friend at my Target who doesn't collect NECA whatsoever.
An ambassador,
He
maybe?
collects Black Series and he collects Pokemon cards, and he started telling me that NECA really understaffs these stalkers, and that apparently they were only showing up once a month. So he told the stalkers that he didn't care what NECA told them to do. He was going to start taking the stuff from the back and putting them out himself. So my NECA stuff right now is at an all-time high at my store because the employee basically told those stalkers to fuck off, and that he was just going to do it himself if they were only going to show up once a month.
Yeah, good
But
for
yeah,
you.
things have been fucking snowballing over here. So we like those rock guys, dude. Those were here like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So that stuff is out there, but you know, people are either not finding it because of stuff like that, or like scalpers are getting to it first. So NECA is just like, all right, guys, it's open for pre-order on our website for a week. If you want it, you get it right now, and do not complain when you can't get it later.
Yeah,
It's
that
open.
was great when they did that, man.
It's done.
And that works really well for their specific website model. I think Ricky brought it up a while ago. Like their specific website, the way it's structured, the infrastructure of it, like really doesn't handle like heavy like traffic stress really well. So something like this where everybody can like leisurely come in and do their pre-orders at different times. Not everybody's trying to come in all at the same, 10 a.m. or whatever. It really works in their favor for sure.
Oh yeah, having 48 hours to pre-order, that's awesome, and that's the way that it should be, man. You know.
And they continue to do that because they make the difficult ones that had like come out earlier in the line, like Bebop and Rocksteady. Those are like, they continue to get restocked, but always get sold out. So they just said, here it is. They did the same thing with Toka and Razor, with basically everything, Casey Jones and all that stuff, which was Walmart exclusive. Like the movie stuff is Walmart exclusive, and that was able to go up for pre-order as well. And then the next actual like new reveal, not just a new pre-order, is if you guys remember, we talked about the Loot Crate exclusives, right?
Yes, very briefly. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So NECA has the Loot Crate deal, and basically, if you like, you get 4 months worth of crates. If you you can buy each one of them individually, and they're themed like cartoon, movie, video game, comic, or whatever. And if you buy all 4, you get 1 bonus figure, and that's either one of these. One of them you get in the cartoon box, and then if you get all of them, you also get the bunny one from the cartoon. So, you kind of got to get them all. Sorry.
That is so ridiculous, but in a cool way.
Yeah.
This is so dumb, but this is dope.
It's really smart to, obviously they have the same body and everything, but I actually thought when we talked about this originally is that it was just going to be the straight up Bebop and Rocksteady figure from the 2-pack, but with like a soft goods bunny outfit on top. So like, hey, you missed out on those other ones. You can just take the bunny suit off of this one and you got your regular Bebop and Rocksteady. But no, they went as far as to like, that shows you how well the line is doing.
Yeah.
They can straight up sculpt a new body.
I was about to say the same thing. Like, what do you think their plan is for this body? Like, it's gotta be a substantial amount.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To tool this whole new body.
Yeah.
Like,
my question is, did these outfits show up in the video game? Kind of like how we're seeing here. These are pirate versions of Bebop and Rocksteady from Turtles in Time.
Well, I think that bunny suit is from the cartoons.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So, but I'm saying they could if this shows up in the video game, they could redo it in the same, the pixelated colors.
Yes. And what's interesting with these pixelated colors? They're becoming, the pixelation is becoming much more subtle with these, especially compared to like the first video game things they did. But then again, like it was like the Turtles the first time, so there's not really a lot of places to hide like the pixel, like the sprites or whatever. But
right.
I'm just noticing with these, like the pixels are much more subtle on these versus stuff in the earlier line.
People probably complain.
Maybe they're just trying to like.
There's not enough subtlety in these bits.
There's no way that's true. But another new announcement is another
People
2-pack.
complain about that, too.
I like the way that they've been doing these 2-packs. It's a really good way to really flesh out the universe. And like now that they've got the turtles out there like 2 or 3 times, it's just like going crazy with characters. So they got Baxter Stockman.
Yeah, this Baxter Stockman is a dream, dude. I never would have
This is
thought.
so good.
Never would have
Looks
ever
so
thought.
freaking sick.
I love how they do
Yeah, that
these
looks dope.
minute elbows too.
Yeah,
It's
that
got the-
Baxter Stockman is a must-own, man.
Look at that shredder
I
fly.
know, God, dude.
The
Holy shit.
computer. I mean, all this is crazy. I mean,
Yeah, does he come with that little computer too?
yeah, he does. And
Oh
then you,
my
I
Yeah, I'm
think,
wondering about the props here.
yeah, the props. It's crazy because all of them are like episode specific. So I guess you can like put the computer on top of Casey Jones' head.
That table in the background looks like the Diamond Select table.
Yeah, that's the Diamond Select table. I don't know about this gurney. That gurney's from something else. But yeah, that's the Diamond Select table, and then back here is the alien containment tubes for the face huggers.
Man, look how much attention all of these companies are paying to their like promo pics and shit these days, man. Look at this shit.
Hell yeah.
Shit is totally staged and contained and like it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, again, episode specific accessories, but it's like a whole flow right here. Like, look, you got Baxter Stockman. He's working on his computer, right? He's doing his Baxter. He's getting some orders from Shredder and turns them into a fly, and now he's working on his thing. And then they bust in. He breaks out his, he hits them over the head with the computer, and then he blasts them with the gun, and now he's a little rat or gerbil or whatever.
Wow,
Like,
telling a story.
This whole photo gallery is just a great little sequence. It's so dope. And then here we have the same 2-pack as the Master Splinter with a nice soft goods cloak robe. Pretty cool.
That's nice. It's good.
Yeah, this looks really good.
It's a great example of how like soft goods look good in this scale, especially when the base figure is so stylized. I think that's where a lot of soft goods go wrong, is because like the figures that a lot of these soft goods go on are trying so hard to look realistic. So then it's just easier to notice when something looks off, like soft goods on a figure that small. But with this Splinter, he's already so stylized that you don't even care that like the stitching on this is a little big or whatever. I think it's great.
Yeah,
this looks good, man.
it's funny.
This was revealed today.
Yesterday, or maybe no, like a few days ago.
Definitely this week. Yeah,
it was this week though. Yeah. It was funny, man. I really didn't want to have anything to do with these turtle lines. And then one day I go to my Target and I see the 4 turtles there, the 2-packs, and I go up to the scanner and I scan them and they're not scanning. And I was like, okay, I'll just take them up to the front. I go to the front and they're not scanning. And the lady's like, oh man, do you know how much these are? And I was like, yep, they're $9.99. And ever since then, I've just gone into it. That never happened to me again, by the way. It was just a fucking fluke. But like all the other 2-packs, I've just gotten obsessed with them now. So, it was just it was fate that intervened. I was like, oh, I'll just get these 4. Then the Casey 2-pack came out, and I was like, okay, I'll just get the Casey 2-pack. And yeah, and then Metalhead, and then I was like, I'll just get Metalhead, and it just snowballed. So now I'm all in on this line now, thanks to that one flub at my Target.
I'm waiting for somebody to do the 2003 Turtles line, because then I can go.
Please. Yeah, man, please. That would be so sick.
This is like some strategic marketing shit. They dropped the Baxter right when this whole fly debacle happened at the debate. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that whole fly thing was pretty atrocious. I just worry that it may have taken away from his point a little bit.
Oh my god!
I just can't believe that it didn't fly away for 2 whole minutes.
Oh yeah, I thought that was some digital shit. I thought somebody had hacked in and did some funny like digital like trolling shit.
I wanted to say in the chat we have Toying Around who's saying that he's torn between NECA and Super 7, and like I get that because they're both like really good lines and they're both like really fleshed out now to this point. We should actually get into Super 7 right after.
I'll tell you what, whoever the head rep is at Super 7, and when him and Randy, meet up in the aisles of the next convention. Whoever wins the fist fight, that's where you got.
I don't know, man. I think they've done a really good job of like separating church and state on these. Like they're really clear about like, no, this is the toy line. No, this is the movie. No, this is the cartoon. No, this is the video game. So like, I don't know why Toying Around is having a difficult time with that, because like you can just pick one and stay in that lane. Like if you're Total Turtles head, I could see that being difficult. But like, I don't know. I feel like maybe because I didn't grow up with having these OG Turtle toys. So to me, it's not like I remember both the cartoon and the toys like fighting for attention in my brain. So to me, it's easier to just like stick to one universe because they all go together.
I really wish I still had my original Turtles. This version, I had Muckman. I had pretty much damn near every single one, man.
But before we move away from NECA, I just wanted to say that I can't believe how easily and how greatly they've been doing since they moved away from Toys R Us. I honestly thought after Toys R Us, man, this is going to spell disaster for NECA. I don't know if the people at Target or the people that shop at Walmart are going to be into this kind of stuff and these price points. And wow, are they thriving? I mean, all the debacle of exclusives aside, the rotations, at least at all of my local Targets, they rotate really well. This stuff sells, well enough that, you don't see things stick around for too long. Even when you see like an aisle full of Pennywise and you're like, oh my God, how long are all these Pennywise going to sit here? They eventually do go, man. It's not like Star Wars where you see Landos for like 6 months, or you see that poor girl that had like no screen time. I can't even remember her name from the Rise of Skywalker. This NECA stuff, man, it moves. And they're doing better than they ever were before, in my opinion. Like I don't even need to ask Randy. I know that they're doing better. I mean, this stuff is moving so fast. Stuff at True, it would always go on clearance. I'm sure Fabio can remember.
Yeah.
When stuff would stay around too long, it would go on clearance. But I've never seen a NECA product go on clearance at either Walmart or Target.
I think it says. Yeah, oh, go ahead, Fabio.
I was going to say, just to contrast that point, I would see the opposite at True, is that the NECA stuff would go on clearance and all the Star Wars stuff would fly off the shelves. The only Star Wars figure that I saw on the shelf for like months at a time would be like Instructor, what's his name? Zuvio, something Zuvio? Constable Zuvio.
Constable
Zuvio.
Like that one stuck around, but and maybe like the TIE Fighter, but like very rarely that stuff would go on clearance. But like now at like Target, Star Wars and Marvel will sit on the pegs, and NECA will get cleared out immediately.
Yeah, it's crazy how different that is. Just like you, I guess it's because True.
You there, Rick? We lost you.
Wars, whatever the heck it was. What is their thing? Their Friday, whatever.
Force Friday.
Friday.
Or Force Friday. The big releases they would have. So you always put one with the other. I guess just collector wise. But like you said, man, it's the script has been flipped. Star Wars sits at Targets, man. Obviously, aside from like those figures that are one per case, that shit doesn't count. But Star Wars sits at Targets, and NECA easily gets rotated out. It easily gets sold. It's like I said, I've never seen any of those stores clearance out NECA before, and there's reason for it because it sells.
What I was gonna say earlier is like to piggyback off what you were saying, Rick. I think it was a really good move to stick NECA in Target and GameStop. I think those stores benefit a lot from like just people browsing around, and especially a demographic that will go to a Target and to a GameStop. They're generally around the age range to like browse around and see a property that NECA is doing, like an Aliens figure, a Ninja Turtles figure, stuff like that, or even Godzilla, and like go, oh cool, I'll pick this up, why not? Like the same people that are shopping for games are more likely to pop into a GameStop and see a NECA figure here, and the same people that are like looking for games in that Target in that section in Target are the NECA stuff is right there. So I think like that whole browsing shopping mentality really works in favor for NECA versus where it was in Toys R Us. Like that's like such a specialty shop. Like you are at Toys R Us to buy toys. Like I think putting it in like a Target and a GameStop, it opened up their like how it just opened up the floodgates to how many people it's accessible to now. So I think that's why they're doing like really well.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times I see a lot of people like it's so funny, man. It's like if I had a camera on me, I would have a perfect commercial for NECA. I see these people that like it's usually just like a couple, a man and a woman, or like a a man and a man, whatever it may be, and they're like browsing the horror movies, and then one of them turns around and they're like, "The action figure," like, "Oh, is that a Jason?" And they just pick one up and they walk out with the movie and the toy that goes with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's so crazy.
But if they
in that way, I see it all the time played out exactly that way.
if they wanted to make it accurate to like the actual like collector experience, is the guy like me going into the Target with his girlfriend, she's going to the scented candles, and I'm like, all right, so I'll see you at checkout, right? And then I go hit the toy aisles and come back with like 3 things in my hand.
All right, I'm ready to go.
All right, you good? You got your candles?
Sandalwood.
Oh, is that a weighted blanket? All right, cool. We could use that.
Incredible.
But that's that's NECA. I mean, there's not really like much else. It's really like the Ninja Turtle. Oh, of course, there's something else. Back to the Future has been hitting like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, the only one I haven't picked up is Biff.
Yeah, Biff, who is like huge. He's bigger than like all of the Terminator figures.
Yeah, he's listen here, McFly.
Yeah, so these are officially hitting. Speaking of Target and going shopping with your girlfriend, next time you go in for toilet paper, take a dip into the toy aisle or the movie aisle and see if you can find some of these Back to the Future figures from NECA. You got 1985 Marty McFly. Come on, man. Come on, that's dope. He's got a camera, a skateboard,
A camera
a backpack.
alone. Really great.
I mean, the guitar pick hand. Come on now. You got some nice packaging art. So it's a good likeness. I've seen people get it in hand. This looks really good.
Are they supposed to be doing a DeLorean too?
They haven't announced it, but they could conceivably.
I saw a DeLorean at Target the other night, but it's a smaller scale.
Yeah, it's a die
There's a DeLorean model kit by Eagle Moss that is in perfect scale.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they just released it. People are literally building it as we speak.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
as we speak.
Okay. All right.
Doors and everything open up.
People listening to this podcast are building this thing.
The doors and everything open up, right?
We'll never know, man. He took that one with him to the grave.
Fucking passed away and left us hanging.
Rick, do the doors open on that Eagle Moss?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen any. I've only seen like somebody halfway build it so far, but I'm almost certain it does. It would suck if it didn't.
Yeah.
Somebody put it without the doors on, and it was all black, so it wasn't painted yet, and it had Marty in it, and he looked great.
Yeah, I mean,
What's the deal here? How they put out Biff before freaking Doc?
Yeah,
What
Doc
the
comes out in like 2 months, I think.
yeah. It could have been the way that like the licensing worked out for the likenesses, or it could. I mean, obviously they don't want to make the same mistake they make with like a lot of lines where like they give you all of the characters at once, and so when subsequent waves come, you don't feel like you need to buy anything else because like you already got the core team. So they got to give you the hero, they got to give you the villain, and then you got to give you an alternate hero, and then you'll get the second hero the next time. Probably get 2 versions of. Technically, we got 3 versions of Marty, but we'll probably get 2 versions of Doc when they do a Doc, and then maybe 1 more Marty. They're doing Doc in the animated line.
This is right up NECA's alley, though. This is a perfect property for them, I think.
Yeah, I mean they're really flexing their sculpting muscles here. These look really good.
Here's I'm gonna screen share the kit real quick.
Oh yeah, you want to send me a link and I can.
I'll just screen share it right here. No matter.
Maybe I'll be a little more careful before I click it this time.
Let's see what's up. Hold on.
Throw that ass in a circle.
All right, here we go. Here's the kit.
Oh well, it is the 35th anniversary, so maybe that makes sense. Maybe there's just a big marketing
That
push.
shit looks fire.
Ooh, it's big.
Oh wow, that looks fire.
So,
Oh, it says 1/8 scale though.
yeah, but it still works. It still works.
Yeah, because NECA is technically 1/10 scale.
Yeah, it should be 1/10. If it's the 1/8 scale, probably will work with a 6-inch, Marty.
Whoopsie.
Right?
No, other way
1/8.
around.
I think so, for sure.
1/8 is bigger.
1/8 is bigger than 1/12, but I think like you could just fudge it. Just go right ahead.
Yeah, I think it'll work just fine.
I just sent you guys a photo of somebody that has the thing half built. It's not even painted yet. But he looks really good in there, man.
Which figure is in there?
That's the NECA.
Oh really? Oh shit. Yeah, that does look good.
Wearing it right now.
Yeah, I got it up on.
That looks really good.
That looks kind of almost perfect.
Yeah, man, that's sick. I don't know how much it is,
Motherfucker
but it's worth it for sure.
He couldn't wait to put him inside there.
He was like, stick him in that shit.
Yeah, that looks good though, man. Wow.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah,
Well,
great time, man.
I got a question for somebody in the chat because Rabid Hammer says he's one of the biggest BTTF fans, but he just doesn't need these. Maybe if he had more space in Moolah. I mean, I don't know, man. Doesn't sound like you're the biggest B-tiffer to me.
Jesus Christ.
That's what we call ourselves, the B-tiffers.
Fabio's like, fuck you. Fuck what you said.
But I mean, these look great, and there's more of them. I mean, obviously they're doing a whole line of these. It's great that they're all ultimates instead of just being like a wave, but they all basically come out at the same time. This is Tales from Space, Marty. So if you want to get
what else has this company that did the DeLorean do in terms of vehicles and shit? Anything?
That's their first vehicle. Man,
okay.
Did anybody hear about the Target debacle about these figures? It happened to me.
What
It
happened?
happened to a lot of people actually. These fucking Target last week put up a picture of Back to the Future 2 Marty and was like, order it now. And I ordered it, and a lot of people did. Al Chang, a lot of other people did. And when you got it in, it was the freaking Tales from Space one.
Oof.
Everybody got Tales from Space only, and our orders changed from Back to the Future 2 Marty to Tales from Space. Everybody was pissed.
Damn.
Damn Target.
So that means they about to spend a whole bunch of money shipping it, having to ship people the right thing out.
Man, pull the McFarlane with that one, or bait and switch.
Right. Well, they got to do it like Hasbro did with the Power Rangers that had like the wrong deco on the helmet. So anyone who bought it, you send an email to Hasbro. They send you
with the bad paint.
Yeah. And they're doing. I mean, Super 7. That we will get to in a sec. Yeah, they're doing the same thing with the Thundercats line, because I guess the Panthro and the Jackalman had some like deco that wasn't correct. So they're just telling people to email them, and then they'll send you replacement parts. So yeah, let's get into Super 7 now. We talked about the B-tiffers and all that stuff really well, so I think we can move on. Super 7, who I think honestly, like I don't really collect anything from Super 7, but as a company and as a brand, I really really dig what they do, and the way that they make these figures. These are straight up like homages to the Playmates TMNT line. So this is wave 4, so we're finally getting our 4th turtle. Donatello, the best turtle, everybody knows that. And then you get Casey, you get your Muckman, and you get what's his name, Gordon Gecko. Mondo Gecko.
Mondo Gecko. I was like, why did you just say Gordon Gecko? And I was like, oh yeah,
Gordon Gecko.
This is Gordon Gecko. This is straight up. He's that character. He's from the 80s. He skateboards and he says greed is good.
Yeah.
I had the Mondo Gecko too as a kid too. I had that one too.
I'll give mad respect to Super 7, man, because I'm sure everybody knows that NECA is not, they really have to toe a line when it comes to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ability, and could have easily have just made the same figures that NECA's doing, but they really do their best to stick out. Like you said, they follow the original toy line, and they don't step on their toes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean these are the figures as you remember them, and you even get them like modernized with the accessories and everything, and then you can get the classic accessories on like the little, plastic tray thing. And
That's
this
a
is the
sick
same
touch,
kind of
man.
model of open pre-order. Like they leave these pre-orders open for a month. If you want them, it is very easy for you to get them. If you did not get these, you did not want them that badly.
That's true.
It's true. I mean, this Muckman is amazing. And what's great about the Super 7 too is this is all part of like their Ultimates line. So these are all like greatly articulated and everything, but all of their other licenses follow the same format. So you could have, Toxic Avenger along with Muckman and they would look fantastic together.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I just watched Toxic Avenger for the first time since probably a kid, like a couple months ago.
That's great.
That shit is fucking awful.
But you learned so much about, the environment.
I mean, yeah, learned a lot.
And then
That
they also
is
have,
an awful movie.
I think we talked about this in our last show. I don't even remember, but there's also Wave 4 of their Thundercats line, which, has been now going stronger than Mattel's version ever did. You got Pumra, which I think is like the standout version from here. Standout figure. This is like from episode like, I don't know, like one of the early ones where he's like pretending
Episode 0.
It looks like Jesus, right?
A little bit.
Take this robe and put it on someone else. I don't know. I do
Got
love
the
this.
right skin tone. Just got a cat head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Link O, pretty dope.
Umra, help us all.
You get a Monkeyan, and these are big, man. These are chonky. And you get the Snowman, Abominable Snowman of Hook Mountain. Yeah, I mean, this is a company that really like loves these licenses, so it's actually really dope to see, true to life figures. And actually, this is for you, Rick. I don't know if you got in on this.
Oh, dude, I still haven't found these things.
No, these were out for pre-order on Super 7.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit.
So now it's the same thing. Like you had a month to pre-order them if you didn't want them, and I'm falling into that same thing. Like I literally did not like get these, and they're dope, and I would have had them, but it's just I would have wanted to have them, but like I don't know. It's just a little niche. I would probably not even open these if I got them. Maybe just get them like signed at some point, and just kind of have them as a display piece. But these are dope. I mean, this is a great podcast, and these are like a really fun group of wrestlers. But it's just kind of dope that Super 7 is like, I don't know, who else is doing like just 2 standalone figures for 2 independent wrestlers who are toy collectors and run a toy wrestling figure podcast? I don't know, stuff like that endears a company like Super 7 to me.
Very nice. We have to backtrack a little bit. Hater Herder is saying the DeLorean is 130 kits over 33 months, so that's $1,690.
Wait,
the F out of here.
I think it's
what?
like a service. I could be wrong. It's like a service where they send you a part. So like it's 130 different parts to build the DeLorean over 33 months, and I think that's why that guy. The only pictures you're seeing is like without the doors. They probably haven't sent the doors out or anything like that.
That's ridiculous. So they're manufacturing this thing like a piece at a time.
Who knows? Like we could be wrong.
They're building a model kit of a model kit.
That is absolutely terrible, and I will never own that DeLorean. $1,600. I could just buy the Hot Toys one at that price.
Yeah, that's great.
I was just thinking that about all of these McFarlane figures right here.
Terrible.
Yeah,
I'm
honestly.
still gonna buy that Witcher though because I love you, man.
I love The Witcher, but come on, man.
I love you, Geralt.
I don't love seeing you like this though.
No,
Hey,
man.
it looks like you're playing him on Switch, honestly, right there.
He looks like he's wrapped in a whole wheat tortilla.
Oh gosh.
It looks really weird.
Let's get into these McFarlane. This to me could be the actual like ugliest Batman ever. And I don't hate McFarlane as a company. I don't dislike them, what they're doing. I think they've done a fine job with the 7-inch scale DC license. You know, all the Batman figures aside, at least we're getting all, you know, these different versions of Batman that have never been done before. But I didn't ask for this. Look how they massacred my boy.
Yeah.
What is this? Why does Batman have knives bigger than fucking warpaths? What's happening?
He ran out of Fatarangs.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
This guy went to like a goth night somewhere, and
So what's been the deal with McFarlane and all of? I hear people complaining a lot that he's doing a lot of Batman and only Batman.
Well, yeah, basically.
What's
I
the
mean,
deal?
really that's it. That's what he's doing.
well, he's doing like a concurrent with DC Comics, you know, as much as possible, like Batman line. So he's doing like Dark Knight's Metal and like, you know, stuff, you know, like characters like Batman Who Laughs. These are all like characters that have like never been done before, and like all these weird versions of Batman where he's like, you know, mixed with Doomsday or mixed with you know, Flash or, you know, all that. They're all Batman. They're all just Batmans from different universes. I don't have a problem with it because technically they've never been done before. And if you're mad about all this Batman, then be mad at DC because they don't have anything else to lean on other than just heavy metal Batman, literally.
Well, I still want him to look good.
What is this pose in here? Why even?
Oh, I left this one up for a minute because I thought we liked it. Yeah, I mean, this
Man,
is...
somebody get this steampunk Batman out of here.
I don't know. It's not even... It's steampunk, but like in all the wrong ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. This guy went to a steampunk recreational night down at the Y, and he never came back.
Like, look at his gauntlets. They're not even like the, you know, the 3 blades. It's like straight up Ghost Rider spikes.
Look at the back of his cape. What is happening?
Go back to that the photo with him without the goggles on.
It looks like a Crunchwrap Supreme.
This one?
No, there's one over from that one. The other way. His forehead is so huge. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it is.
It looks like the CW Batwoman forehead.
Oh
Her shit
no!
was huge.
Oh
Damn.
no! 5-head.
This is
Ruby
definitely.
Road.
Yo, I truly believe that he is the world's greatest detective with this fucking head sculpt. He's solving crimes before they happen. God damn.
The only crime that's happening here is crimes against fashion. What about this Witcher?
Yeah,
This is bad.
This is
A whole wheat tortilla Witcher.
I never would have ever thought that I would hate a Witcher figure. This is wild, man. It's just the paint. I mean, like, the face looks a little crazy too, but like the paint is the biggest. Like
Yeah. I'm sure it'll pose fine, but it just, I don't know. It just looks so thickly globbed on, this paint, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and you know the crazy part is, I'm sure Poncho can already see it, man.
Uh-oh.
That upper chest articulation looks like it's gonna be garbage. It's gonna move as well as a banana.
It's
Yeah.
terrible. Thin your paints. Christ.
Mm-hmm. No, there's no explanation in that chest.
God, terrible.
Thin your
Yeah,
paints.
but I mean, you know, they do a good job with, like, you know, the marketing of them, at least. Like the showing off of the figures, at least they're trying to put them in poses and stuff, you know. This,
Oh, look at this garbage.
I don't know about this, man.
You know, this is just a repaint of an old figure that he did back in the day, right?
Yeah,
it's a new, you know, articulation. It's a new body. It's a new figure. But yeah, it's a design.
The design, yeah.
But like, really? Do we
The
want
guy-
this?
the guy
Do we
sold-
want this?
Really?
I would like to know. Like, do we want this?
That's the thing with these companies where the like lead out guy or the head guy is so like integral in what is made, because they're making shit for themselves. Like, you know, we said this 100,000 times as it relates to Randy and whatever. Like, McFarlane's just making what the fuck he wants to make. He don't give a fuck about what nobody else wants or cares.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, that
So
was one of the key things about Spawn back in the day, is like all these variants and everything. And I'm sure everybody's waiting for Medieval Spawn, which is, you know, Wave 1, Series 1 of the original line. But I don't know.
Yeah, I had all of those shits too. But I mean, like, come on, man. Step into the 21st century already, man.
And that
Yo,
name.
man, the audacity of this man giving us like 6 releases of the same spawn with a different weapon. My God.
Right? But that's still the best
Terrible.
Spawn figure ever made. And, you know, they announce all kinds of stuff all the time. I mean, they kind of pump out reveals every week, but, you know, this was, I think, from last week. Got a Dark Knight's Metal Batman right here. You got a Red Sun Superman on the same body as that first Superman that they did. This is, I think, the Drowned, is maybe the Deep. And the only problem that people have with this is that this Batman is supposed to go on a bike, right? Supposed to go on his motorcycle. But how is he going to do that if he's got this crazy hard plastic trench coat?
I love that Todd is in these fucking photos, man. I love it. I'm living for this. It's so great.
Not all this articulation.
It's so on brand. I can't even be mad at it. It's so funny.
It's not.
This is what you guys asked for, right? This is what you guys wanted, right?
It must be a nightmare to work alongside of this guy because clearly he doesn't listen to anybody's else's fucking input.
What? I never got that impression.
What? No way.
Are you
No
telling
way,
me he didn't
Todd.
listen to anyone but himself? How? What?
It's just, I don't know. There comes a point where, like, I get it. You're an artist. You're a sculptor, and the preservation of the sculpt is number one, even if it means like putting a little bit of articulation that might ruin that. But like, function, man. Like you can still have your fully sculpted, like super nice, almost statuesque Batman, but he can still sit on a bike. Like you're not losing anything, you know, sculpt and art integrity wise by allowing him to sit on his accessory.
So
Yeah.
I guess we have no pictures of him on the bike, huh?
No way. You only have pictures of him standing next to it.
That's what you do with motorcycles, honestly. You just stand next to them.
You just stand next to him. That's it.
So this is Weekend Warrior Batman. The bike just sits in the garage for 90% of the time.
That woman said he can't ride the fucking bike. It's too dangerous.
Right. She's like, are you with that bike again? I don't know.
And then the other thing is the scaling issues, obviously.
Yeah. Thankfully, I think he said he's addressing this with this Damian Wayne because, you know, people will be mad if he got you know, a really tall Damian Wayne. But yeah, I mean, Lauren though is saying,
dissected that picture and proved that he was lying.
listen, it's like, I get it. It's a lot of Batman figures. This company has only had the license for like a year, and we've gotten like a lot of Batmans that we've never gotten before. But like, this isn't the company's fault. Like they're doing stuff that is straight from the comic books. Like Lauren said, is like, this is what is concurrent. This is what is like the in vogue thing at DC that they need marketed. So if you're mad about all these Batmans, then be mad at DC for having to rely on Batman so much.
That's true, but at the same time, like, just make a figure I can move, you know?
That's true. Yeah, no, I mean that's a different conversation than
Absolutely.
like the figure choice. But yeah, no, if you're doing the Batman on the bike, he has to sit on the goddamn bike.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't understand how that's not conversation number one.
He's got to sit on a bike. No question. No question.
I mean, I'd want the bike. I'm probably gonna get it for something else.
Like another thing.
Rick, you cut out.
Sir?
Ooh.
Oh, he cut out. Hello, Rick. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Hey.
Rick.
Hello.
Can you hear me now? Am I being heard?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, man. Another thing here with that, like that Red Sun Superman that was kind of like passed over there. Dallas James worded it perfectly. That Superman is an absolute abomination. He just
Why?
put the Red Sun logo on a New 52 Superman, and it's like not even the outfit at all.
Oh, really?
Like,
Let me see that.
Yeah, bro. He's got the stupid like cuffs on his wrist that has never been used outside of like New 52. Like it's Look at this.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Oh, man.
It's a straight up repaint. Yeah, it's just the only new sculpt is probably the emblem and maybe the head. Even the head is probably the same head.
Yeah, man. Like,
Come
see,
on,
things
bro.
like this
You
are
gotta
what
know better than that.
the things like this are the reason that outside of
What's
of
the,
his Spawn figures, I've never bought one.
What's the young dude's name over there? His name is Ty
Yeah.
Butler. He must be frustrated, man.
Well, this is another one of the Batman lines, and I saw who was it? Yeah, Cap Lives. He's saying we're just going to ignore the Cyborg, Flash, Red Hood, and Devastator. No, we're not ignoring them, but we're just saying that the complaint that people have in general over McFarlane is like, yo, what's with all the Batmans? And that's all we're trying to address is like, yeah, it's a lot of Batman, but that's what the comics has given us too. That's what's hot right now.
It's probably
Dark Knight Metal.
I would imagine it goes deeper. Like that's probably in their contract that they have to produce a certain amount of concurrent Batman stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
If you want the line, you know, you got to fuck with the comics. You know, it makes sense.
Exactly.
And you know what?
Hold on. Go back to that last Batman you just showed. Does he have on like? Those look like straps for like it looks like he's wearing like straight jacket that he modified or something.
Yeah.
It is a straight jacket, I believe.
Oh, okay.
That's Wonder Woman's dope.
I will give McFarlane their props to whoever made that comment. That new Cyborg looks pretty damn good, and I'm excited to if they do the whole line. It literally looks like it came out of the cartoon.
Man, get that Mortal Kombat shit out of here. Let's see this.
Let's see the other.
That Cyborg is pretty old, I would imagine. It's like
Dune, of course.
It came out like a few weeks ago.
Let me see it. That Doomsday's been showing up in a lot of pictures in the group. I see.
Yeah, that's
a beefy boy.
Yeah,
that's Doomsday Batman essentially.
Yeah, that's Cyborg, man.
No, Cyborg looks great.
Oh,
I'm not doubting.
Yeah, Teen Titans. Yeah.
Okay, it's the Teen Titans one. Got it. Okay.
Looks really good. I hope they actually finish the rest of the team.
I hope
it looks good. But I mean, that too. The next fucking release will be Robin taller than fucking Cyborg.
Exactly.
Like it was funny. I was mentioning earlier, but my audio was all fucked up when Fabio was showing that Damian Robin in the package, and he was like, he addressed that it's gonna be smaller. People like broke down the size of his packaging and like measured that Robin, and he's totally lying. It's huge.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
You already got in packaged images of the. Come on, it's not going to get smaller now. Is he kidding?
This is in the box, but we're going to fix it later. I don't know.
Jeez, man, come on, bro.
I mean, again, it's not. I'm not. The figures are fine. They're doing a fine job with the license. It's just it's a lot of Batman because that's what's out there, man. They love their Batman, bro. Yeah, Fortnite stuff.
It's not just the Batman though. It's the scaling. The scaling's got to get fixed, man. That's got to get corrected. Fucking ruler. Listen, man. Every inch is a foot. It's simple shit, bro.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like especially with the DC line, like for years, like the main concern with the DC line, especially DC icons, is scale. I don't see how somebody could inherit this license and not immediately address the number one concern for like the last couple of years, which is just like we want to pose these figures next to our entire collection and not have them look funny as hell.
Those running poses were some of the best poses we've seen out of any of these promo images. Though.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't. This is a quick thing to discuss or just at least comment on. DC Collectibles no longer exists.
That's true.
That is crazy. So McFarlane is literally the lone gun right now.
Yeah, well, and Spin Master too, technically.
Yeah. Oh, Spin Master, God.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Which they make the more like 3.75 inch figures and like big 12-inch like kid figures, but. There's one Batmobile from Spin Master that's making the rounds that people are putting with 6-inch figures, and it's actually
the Costco one, right?
Yeah, the Costco one.
You know what? We didn't talk about that other Bat vehicle that McFarlane put out too. Actually,
yeah, I have it actually. It's pretty dope. The Bat Raptor.
The Raptor.
Yeah. See, like stuff like that, I'll buy from McFarlane, but
yeah, no doubt.
But literally any other figure from any other DC line will fit better in that Bat Raptor than their Batmans.
And you know what it is too is that because McFarlane is doing like 7-inch scale stuff, any vehicle that they put out is gonna pretty much be fire for whatever you really collect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good figure it's a good vehicle for like $25, $30 on Amazon. All right, well that's McFarlane. what else we got to get into? I think we're.
You know what? We
getting
never
close
discussed
here.
the fact that while we were gone, McFarlane pulled the bait and switch on everyone. Told
Oh,
us we were
shit.
gonna get
Talk about that.
It's a hot topic.
rubber. Yeah, man. People are still, as we speak, trying to get refunds for their Kickstarter on that
Mhm.
Spawn, man. That I cannot believe he did it. Just so casually too. He made the update video like, yeah, it's no longer gonna have the rubber body. We're gonna do hard rigid plastic.
Well, go ahead and break it down a little bit for people that are out of the loop.
Yeah. Well, you know, a lot of people like Diego.
Take us back. Take us back. Give them the backstory of the.
Oh yeah. These McFarlane put up a Kickstarter which did really, really well, and we were all blown away until the Sentinel came along. That is, that it did so well. It got $2 million easy by the end of the campaign, and he marketed this thing as having a full rubber torso with a skeleton underneath, so that you could pose it through the rubber skeleton. You know, we've seen things like that done before from toy companies.
Yeah, Storm does it a lot.
Yeah, Storm does it. You know, a lot of Figma does it. You know, but they mostly do it like with their lower torsos. You know, it's something common. You know, it was really cool when you thought like, hey, wow, like we're gonna get something American that has something like that. That's sick. And he totally just switched it on everyone and did an update a few months after or maybe like 2 months after it closed. And he was like, yeah, we're no longer doing the rubber. We're just going to do hard rigid plastic now. So it's going to be one solid piece. All right, bye. And just expect it for nobody to be like, hey, this isn't what you marketed. Like, this is completely different.
Listen, when I saw them at Toy Fair, I didn't get a chance to interview with Todd himself. I did a walkthrough with Ty, and one of the other reps like cut in like halfway through that and finished off the walkthrough or whatever. But he was presenting the Spawn as if it was going to be, you know, just basically what we got back in the day, but highly articulated. That was the impression that I was under, because I was on board for it at that point. Like, all right, I'll get a Spawn. You know, I'm feeling nostalgic. It'll be a super articulated Spawn. I'm with it. Might be able to switch out the cape and, you know, do some different things. And that's just not what we're gonna get here, obviously.
No, dude.
Yeah, I mean, this Kickstarter was not cheap. You know, he got a lot of money from all of us, and for him to switch up like that, that's crazy. I mean, that's like getting those Sentinels and being like, hey, you know what? His arms aren't gonna move, so
What
the
was
Sentinels' arms won't move.
What was the deal with ordering this? Because I ended up not backing it for myself, but I backed it for a buddy of mine who I get stuff for that lives in Colombia.
Brazil, right?
Colombia.
Oh, Colombia.
And but I was like on the fence at the last minute, and I was gonna back it, but for whatever reason I couldn't order more than one. You had to do like different cards or something, or what was the deal? Was I just did I just not know what I was doing?
Yeah, you must have done something wrong, because you can always update your order. My friend actually did it. He ordered one, and then like on the last day he was like, you know what, I want two, and he like edited his order to have two.
Really? Okay. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, I mean, you know what? Since you already have the first order, eventually the store will open for you, and you will be able to order more.
Got you. Well,
if,
I'm good
if you
now.
really wanted.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Cape came into the.
Damn,
I'm
bro.
trying to find this video of, because I saw the original one that has the you know, the actual like
Soft
rubber. Yeah, you can
Mm.
see it in one of these, but I'm trying to find the one where he updated it, showing
Yeah, he just-
articulation. Maybe this one.
Yeah, he just casually was like, yeah, it's not going to articulate anymore.
Do an update here on.
Can you guys see this and hear it?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you want to come with that piece in there. So we're just going to make this solid, which would make the figure a lot heavier, just like, although
Yeah,
this
that's
is
what
hollow
it is right
close.
there.
And see, here's part of the chest. We have decided we're not going to go soft. We're going to go solid with this. Although this is hollow, this is all going to be solid in here. We couldn't get the movement we wanted with that piece in there.
How do
So
you
we're just
decide
going to make this
that
solid, which would
after?
make the
And
figure a lot
why
heavier,
can't
just
you
like
get
the
the
legs.
movement?
As you see, we're going to have a
Why
piece here.
can
'cause we're
every
gonna be
other
able to pivot
company
one
get
of
the movement?
Oh, here's
I
the thing. Todd doesn't like being told to try harder.
Yeah, and you know the crazy part is that the decision itself,
Legs
like the
up.
reasoning that he's given, doesn't make any sense. oh, we couldn't get the movement we wanted. Well, making it solid makes it so you get no movement. So what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the irony of that statement is just so palpable.
Like, but what? Yeah, if you want, wait, what? Yeah, I'm not sure, man.
You know
It
what?
makes
You
no
can't trust
sense.
Todd, man. He still bites his nail. That's a bitten
geez.
nail. That's not a.
You can tell a lot about those hands.
Can't
That's
trust.
hilarious. But yeah, I mean, it's disappointing. I mean, I still backed it. I know what I'm getting into though. Like, I didn't get this thinking at any point that it was going to be like the best articulated Spawn figure. I thought it was going to be like, you know, like an update, kind of like how Super 7's doing with the Playmates TMNT, like how NECA does with like Kenner, Predator, and Alien. It's like, it's that thing from back then, but modernized, right? Cool, as like a single package. But to me, the Ultimate Spawn is not going to happen until Todd like tries to compete with Mezco and does some kind of soft goods Spawn.
Yeah, and you know, it's like even with the rubber, I wasn't expecting amazing articulation, but God, now we get no articulation.
Yeah,
which is just
Crazy.
such a bummer, man.
And this is the wild shit about it, is that nobody else can do a Spawn though.
Yeah,
that's the shit.
He
so,
specifically said no one else will ever do Spawn except me. So it's like, okay, well then,
crazy.
Too good.
Dude, how sad is it that the $20 Spawn, which comes with like 1 million different releases with 1 million different weapons, moves 100 times better than this Kickstarter that we paid $2 million for?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is
crazy.
inexcusable.
I alone backed it with $2 million. That's right.
Fabio himself said, "I'll cover the 2 million. Somebody else get the 0.1."
I got it.
And then we're cooking.
Literally between this, this is how hard we were into Spawn. This entire podcast paid for the Spawn Kickstarter. I met the first goal, and then everybody else took over the stretches from there.
There we go. That's it. We did it.
You guys heard it. You guys heard it here first. That's the secret. We weren't supposed to reveal it, but Todd just put us to the limit, man.
So obviously we're the most mad about this because we've got the most to lose. We backed this thinking it was going to be fun.
What have the comments been like? Has it been like 50-50, angry people and people defending it to the death no matter what?
It's been 50-50. You have guys like Diego over in Plastic and Paint that like loves Todd McFarlane and swears that this is not an issue. And then you have other people that are pissed, which, you know, you can feel whatever way you want. I'm not even trying to put down Diego, but I just don't like this. You know, Diego can feel however he wants. I just think that this sucks.
I can run through the Kickstarter comments right here. The first comment says he's happy. It's going to be a solid figure because he's worried about the soft being damaged over time. Let's see. I guess he showed the ankle joint. But these are people who do not like care about posing figures.
That's
like
true.
This is literally like, oh, I like Spawn when I was like, you know, going through my senior thesis in college, and ooh, there's a new figure that looks like the one I had back then. Sure, I'll get it, and it's going to sit on my desk, and I'll never touch it. So he's happy about that. But someone who says the MK Spawn will have better articulation than this Kickstarter. Todd, make it make sense.
Exactly, man. That is crazy to me.
Please add that ab crunch, Todd. Honestly, I like the previous version better. Starting to look like a classic, overrated, cheap plastic made McFarlane Toys figure.
Yikes.
Woo! Damn,
Oh,
dude,
man.
so disappointing. Will these be a bath? I don't know. That's a dumb question.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Lauren XO in chat says, I'm pissed and okay. It's 50-50.
Right. This person says, how do we get our I didn't pay for the statue false advertisement? I wouldn't really call it fraud. I would call it false advertisement, maybe. No, it's that is a quote from my idol Ja Rule of Fire Festival fame.
Somebody get Ja on the phone so he can make sense of all this. God.
Ja, you here? Make it make sense, Ja.
Where's Ja?
Where's Ja?
It's, you know, 'cause Todd's son is the guy who ran Fire Festival, Billy McFarlane.
With all the articulation.
Right.
So
I mean, there's people who just love you, Todd. Thanks for everything. Okay.
DeAndre said shelf warriors. Incredible. What a great term. So fun.
Right.
Shelf warriors.
I love it. Okay, this guy's got a real constructive comment that we're not going to agree with. He says, "Why are so many people clamoring for an ab crunch?" In quotes.
The
Do
audacity.
y'all want to make the figure do sit-ups or something? I want something that looks like Spawn without a bunch of weird visible hinges in the chest and abdomen. Also, the original Spawn figure didn't have anything like that. So why should a remaster resculpt? I like that my Mondo Batman TAS figure has a chest joint, but only because it seamlessly works for that character design, and I wouldn't have it if there was a weird abdomen joint. In any case, I think the extra articulation getting shown in the video is above and beyond for a remaster of the original figure.
Right.
So he's like half right in the sense of like, yeah, I know what I'm getting. I just want a remaster of the figure that didn't have that. So it doesn't, to me, it doesn't lose anything by not having it. But he's not seeing the part where there are people who like do want to make it look like he's doing sit-ups, or more realistically, make it look like he's getting up off the ground after getting beat up or something, you know, shit like that. Not sit-ups specifically.
But
You know the shit that bugs me. The shit that bugs me about Todd too. Listen, all right, take away the ab crunch, but why does he have to have that twisty ab, like torso type of thing going on? Why does Todd do that with all of his figures, man? What is that about? So weird. And we need to find out, what do you call that when the letters could like make some other word or name or something? Was that an anagram? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You sure that doesn't spell Todd McFarlane, this dude's name?
Wait, Travis McDemus? It's still TM. I don't know, man.
Fucking Todd.
This could be him.
Comments.
Yeah, dude, literally, I was just gonna say this guy nailed it. He says shill activity all over the place in here.
Right.
Nothing but a bunch of shills. Yeah, bud, but the ones who don't cry and stomp their feet are not getting the toy they want are just shills. That's the answer. Man, I love the snarkiness of internet comments. God, anonymity, never go away.
Very
Yeah,
true.
no doubt. When you don't gotta actually say it to someone's face or show who you are, then it's easy to say anything.
But that said, I'm cool with what we're getting because it's just gonna be like its own thing. This isn't gonna be the Spawn that I put in like displays or anything. Who had like I've seen a really good Spawn custom using like a Mezco body, and like to me that's already a better Spawn figure than this one, and I can just make that myself tomorrow or something. So yeah, that'll probably be the way I go if I want like a true, ultimate, let's say, McFarlane figure. Anything else we got to get into? Ooh, SHF. We said we were going to talk about.
That's true.
We can do that.
Yeah, they had some reveals today and yesterday.
Exactly. And I know you guys are really into the D bizzles, so
Today,
we can talk
you
about
say?
that. Yeah, these are
today.
Come on, Punch. You're not.
I was at Walmart buying chicken fingers all day, so I don't really know what's going on.
It took you all day to buy chicken fingers from Walmart?
I had to buy a printer too, so that kind of sucked.
This guy went in on the chicky nuggies.
That's it.
Yeah, those better be some chicken stars.
Yeah, now we're talking dinosaurs, or you better
all right,
get
here
the
we
hell
go.
out of here.
Yeah, so this...
Wait. Did this go up for pre-order? I'm sorry.
Not yet. Not the Frieza. Raditz is on pre-order right now on P Bandai. But
oh my God, are you guys getting fucking bombarded with those ads on Facebook? Jesus Christ.
for P Bandai?
Sure.
Yeah, man. Jesus.
Yeah, man. Fuck, who's doing their marketing? Shit.
Yeah, Tamashi's doing their own like virtual con, just like Hasbro did. What is happening here? Oh, this is dope. I actually, we can talk about that.
Their Ronin line, that's really dope. That Mandalorian is genius.
That motherfucker just took over Pancho's segment.
Yeah. All right, I'm trying to get us in a certain direction here. How about we start with what brought up SHF earlier, which is the Mandalorian stuff.
Hell yeah.
Boom.
We've seen the heavy guy. I think this was a Best Buy exclusive last year, and then it's getting re-released as a Best Buy exclusive again by Hasbro this year. But
it's also being released as just you can buy it at Amazon. It's an Entertainment Earth now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. It's like, an Entertainment Earth means everyone, essentially. I don't even know why. If you say it's Entertainment Earth exclusive, yeah, that means fucking everyone. Big Bad Toy Store, Amazon, yeah. So that's how that's being released now. So I have mine on Amazon ordered as we speak. It comes out this month, I think, like at the end of the month.
Yeah, I passed up on this, man. It looks a little too like I don't know. He looks almost robotic in certain shots and
Mhm.
shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a little
That
too
shot in
beefy.
particular with the wide stance, he just looks weird.
yeah, this one. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
that shit looks like I don't know. It looks so weird to me. And the
Well,
wild
that's
shit about it is in this picture, he looks like huge or whatever, but in hand, watch that should be tiny as fuck.
I bet. And then here's the armor that we saw from Hasbro earlier. I
Mhm.
will say Hasbro had a soft goods little like cape cloak thing back here. So
Yeah. I mean, this looks okay. This is like kind of like in tune with what they do well and shit. Like, but I don't know, man. I'm good on these, man.
mhm.
No, so same here, man. So I'm good off of it. I can't do this.
Yeah. But what about will you buy Mandalorian if it looks like a samurai?
Sam, you're right.
I have a couple
That's
of
a
This
these
great.
looks
figures
cool. You
in this
do?
line. In this line, yeah, I have the Darth Vader. I have a Boba Fett. That might be it.
Yeah,
And then,
that Spider-Man
This
picture
looks
you
pretty
had was
cool.
genius.
yes, I have a Spider-Man as well. I love this line, man. Just like
Yeah.
super original stuff like this is really cool because I think it really puts your mind at ease when you're like looking for those details if it's accurate or not. But if they go with like a stylized choice like this, I think it's really cool. It's a fun thing to
Mhm.
do with the license.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's one thing I really loved about. You remember when PlayArts Kai did their variant series with those
Yes.
DC? Yeah, I
Okay.
loved those, man, because they were their own thing and they were so fun. I mean, I wish they were 6-inch scale, but those were dope, man. I love that.
Wasn't Joker in like a wheelchair or some shit? There's somebody that came in a wheelchair
What?
for the Play Arts Kai figure. I can't
Somebody
remember who.
came in a wheelchair.
Yeah, it may have been a Metal
Whoa.
Gear figure. I don't know.
It might have been Metal Gear. I can't picture a DC one with it. Oh man, look at this beefy ass Raditz.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
crazy,
This looks
man.
crazy.
Unbelievable.
Damn.
They
Beefcake.
want
We're talking.
they want like 124 on BBTS for this,
That's
bro.
insane.
Jesus.
That's unreal. I've noticed lately, like I can't afford to pre-order stuff on Big Bad Toy Store right now, especially in this line. It's crazy.
1 6 shooters in the chat. He's saying that he loves the Ronin line. He hopes they make some Jedi. Man, that's one thing.
Oh,
We've
shit.
had Sith. We haven't had any Jedi. That's true. I
Yeah,
didn't
I
think
could
about
see that how that could be right up his alley though, shooting that stuff.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that's Raditz, cool. And then this is the latest announcement as of 3 days ago. We got First Form Frieza. Everybody collectively grab your Dragon Stars and cast them into the fire.
I know. I bought that thing twice because I lost it. Fuck out of here.
Oh no, they got
God.
your
You
Pancho, they
poor
got you a
unfortunate
mile
soul.
away.
You gave these people your money twice.
I know.
Mhm.
Hold on a second. What comes with Raditz? That oh no, it's 109. Okay, 109, but you got to put 27.50
Yes.
down, non-refundable.
So like on P Bandai, it comes out to
I-
like 80.
I
after
feel like it was
shipping.
more than this before. I feel like they might have dropped the price on Big Bad Toy Store. I feel like I saw that it was more than 109 at first because
No,
100.
That shit says 120. I think on Big Bad Toy Store. It's a big figure.
I'm looking at it now.
Oh yeah.
They lowered it, man. I'm telling you, it
Okay.
said 120 something before. For
Yeah, because
sure.
I do remember it being much higher. Because I was expecting, because Raditz is like
I swear.
he's a tall figure. If anybody has like the Ginyu, I think he's as tall, if not taller than Ginyu, and Ginyu's already a pretty big figure. And
Okay. You think they're using the same base as Ginyu for Raditz?
I don't think so. Like everything's digital now, so I'm sure there's some sort of like crossbreeding going on there. Like maybe they started with like the sculpt for Ginyu, like the same file, and then they like modified it. But like Raditz is like way wider. You can see it in like his waist and stuff, and his legs are way thicker. All around, he's just like a much like thicker dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Big,
Real
thick.
thick. God dang.
But yeah,
Oh Lord, he coming.
this Raditz looks so crazy, man. I'm really excited about how they're doing the hair on him too. He's gonna come with it's difficult to see in these screenshots. I think if you go to like the virtual tour on the Tamashii Nation's website, you can do like full 360 version around it. But like his hair will come with like a little clear stand that sits between his armor and his hair, so you don't run into that same issue that SSJ3 Goku used to happen
Okay.
a lot, where like his hair would just like bend back and his head would like just shoot up. Like
Yeah.
But dude, this is crazy. I can't imagine. And like, what's so interesting is like, if it was this time last year, I would have thought that they would have kind of gimped the sculpt on Raditz just so they could reuse it with a Ginyu Force character or something. But this is like 100% a brand new sculpt. Like as far as I can tell, this isn't being used with any other Ginyu Force character. So it's wild, man.
Yeah, this is so dope. I honestly, just like Poncho, I kind of thought we would see one pretty soon because of the Ginyu Force, and I thought it was just going to be a remold, but this is totally its own thing. I mean, he's a thick-ass boy on his own.
Absolutely.
And what do you think of the first form Frieza? And I think her name is Launch.
Yeah, Launch.
Yeah, it's Launch.
First form Frieza is crazy because it's coming with it's coming with his chair.
Yeah, the pod.
Yeah, and I believe that the chair is like a collaboration with another line that they have, like Metal something or other.
Oh, really?
That Bandai has. Yeah, like when I saw Bandai's post on Instagram, it said like in collaboration with like Bandai Metal something or other. I was like, oh shit, like that's kind of cool.
Well, that's not the first time they've done this.
Yeah.
They collaborated with Soul of Chogokin with the Hulkbusters, so it's definitely common ground. They've done it before. It's pretty great.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah,
and then Launch has two heads.
Yeah, so it's two forms. It's like her blonde form, which is like her evil, I guess, or angry form, and then her blue hair form where she's more like calm and serene, which is really great because I know when they showed off her at first, I believe a lot of people were wondering if they were going to try and kind of double dip and just release a Launch with just blue hair and then do another release with like blonde hair, but it's great to get at least some sort of soft confirmation that she will be coming with both head sculpts, which is pretty great.
Yeah. It's probably better they knock out a character like this in one sitting, though. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
That wouldn't sit right with people for them to milk this shit, you know?
Especially in here in the U.S., just because the Dragon Ball line doesn't really sell as well here in the U.S. as it does overseas, so it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't like a Goku that people love buying over and over again, right?
Absolutely not. Like, this is for like the hardcore fan. Like, even like the Boma, not a lot of people jumped on the Dragon Ball Boma either.
And that is SHF, I think. They didn't really have a lot like this last week or so, but we're not going to go too far back.
Yeah, they showed a bunch of Kamen Rider stuff, but I'm not knowledgeable enough to even speak on that stuff. It looks cool. If you collect it, you'll like it.
Hold on. Do we know anything about the Frieza, whether or not it's going to, if it'll just be in the chair or if it's removable or anything like that?
It's a full-blown figure. They just recently showed off that it's coming with a chair.
Okay, so is it going to be like the SHF like Yoda, where it's just like a upper torso that you can attach?
No. It's like a full-blown like regular ass Frieza, and that because when they first showed him off, it was just him just standing normally, and then yesterday or day before, whenever these photos premiered, so you can see the clear acrylic piece that stands in that's
okay, got it
and stuff.
Fuck yeah.
That is detachable, though. Oh, that hair is nuts. Okay, that is detachable, though, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Pretty sick.
There's another figure that has a similar accessory like that. I don't think it's not in the Dragon Ball line, but it's another SH Figuarts release. But it's cool, man. I'm glad that they are they're really trying, because I know like those Super Saiyan 3 Gokus, like that's one of the like hardest entries to like start posing a figure, trying to do it like NSA, because just like the hair is so heavy on those figures. So I'm glad that they're providing a solution, like a homegrown solution.
You have to pretty much exaggerate him and like push him forward a lot so that hair doesn't tip him back.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've made it through our topic list, everybody.
We still got
record time.
Right?
That's it. I mean, we got October, but I guess that can just be after show stuff.
I was gonna bring that up actually. Yeah, even though that's the topics, we do have October to discuss.
Hell yeah! So, for the second year in a row, Yeah, October.
Right.
Super excited. Last year we had a great turnout. A lot of people came out and said that October was their new favorite event that we do, and it really shows because this year a lot of people are showing up as well. Like we got our theme list. Everybody in the admin group got together. We knocked out a theme list. It was really great. What's that? Sorry, my bad.
No, my bad. I was just saying, everybody just wants us to read the copy because that just explains everything, right?
I guess. I mean, you really want
But
to?
it's no, it's cool. I'm glad that we're doing it because it does tend to bring a lot of people back in who have been like on the sidelines for a while. So
Yeah.
having a nice themed list and something to kind of commit to.
Yeah, it's super
It's
fun.
really nice.
I know last year I shot every single day last year, and I was dead by November 1st. I just remember I remember like going to work every single day, and then as soon as I got home from work I started on the shot, and then I would I'd finish my shot, and then I'd film something for Posing Ain't Easy, and then it's time to eat dinner and go to bed. It's
Pretty
crazy.
much. Yeah, I'm trying to actually catch back up this weekend, and still trying to get it in for every day. But yeah, I've
Absolutely.
been seeing a lot of really, really cool pictures, man. So
Yeah, man.
anybody who's watching this or will watch it, we still not even halfway through the month, so it's still plenty of time for you to get in. And even if you just want to, stretch your displaying muscles, you could still backtrack and do some of the other days. It won't really count towards the getting in it on time, but I mean, again, it's still an exercise, and displaying and still flexing your muscles.
Yeah, I gotta really hunker down and reset up a good photo studio area because I did the Crimson Dragon Gomez review. I literally just brought my dining room table here into my room, and that's not a feasible long-term thing. People in this house need to eat, so trying to figure out another way to get a pretty not permanent but easily break down and put up kind of photo studio setup so I can get a couple things in at least for this, because it is a lot easier to think of things when you've got a nice themed list to go off of.
For sure.
Yeah, you know what, P? I found the trailer for October from last year. I'm gonna send it to you. Maybe you wanna just update it for this year, just the ending.
Absolutely. Yeah, sure.
You don't really even gotta, whatever. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's what's really interesting. I was talking to a couple of people reached out and were talking to me on Instagram and stuff. And the cool thing about October this year is seeing a lot of people who participated last year and seeing how much they've improved in a year's time frame, being fully folded into the community and getting tips from everybody and just interacting with everybody. It's really cool to see how just a year, just surrounded by other great artists and stuff, can really improve just how you take
No
photos.
doubt. And I think the expansion of our Facebook group presence has worked. So, not only do we have the main group, the A.C.B.A. main group, but we have the grind, we have plastic and paint, dial structure, and each one of those groups are focusing in on one specific aspect of display art. And if you are a member of all of those groups, then you are in a good space to really level up quickly. But yeah, like you were saying, especially during this time of the pandemic and being home and really literally living with your collection a little more intimately, you're getting a lot of practice, and for sure. So I'm looking forward to what we're going to see throughout the rest of this month.
I'm trying to get just one picture in, just one. I kind of did earlier. I had pictures that I just retroactively, tagged, but no, I would like to, have this kick my ass into gear.
I also see, I see people trying to pace themselves too. This shit is it's a marathon. So I see people pacing themselves and not even haven't really even gone deeply into their display bag yet. And it's still been some really, really good shots and good themes. But I could see people really planning out for the end to really kick it in high gear in the last 10 days or so. in the last 10 days of the month. So I think we got a lot of stuff to see, and we got a lot of stuff to give away too. But we're not gonna announce all of the prizes and stuff like that into the end. So again, try to get in as many days as you possibly can, and yeah, just stay vigilant. If again, I've said this plenty of times throughout this past week and little update videos that I put up, but if you get most of the days in, you're in a very good spot to take home something nice. So
And yeah, that's October. I mean, continue to get these things in. We're 10 days in, 11 by tomorrow. So we're in the last 2/3 of this thing, and there's still plenty of opportunities for people to participate. So can't wait to see what everybody's got going on and what everybody's creative juices pump out.
Absolutely. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait for tomorrow. Meme me out. I literally there was like if there was one thing that I really wanted to like pop into this theme list, it was meme me out. I love action figure shit posts. I cannot wait to see all the shit posts tomorrow. It's gonna be so great. Just make the most degenerate shit you can possibly think of. I cannot wait.
Yeah, that's the other thing too.
Sorry, go ahead, Boog.
We'll see more people on the weekend themes too. Any of the themes that fall on the weekend, you're obviously going to get a lot more participation. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one too. But yeah, this was our first day back. We trying to get back on a consistent cycle. We got a lot of things that we want to unveil and basically incorporate into the show moving forward. But we're gonna wrap this one up tonight. Kind of early, I guess, for us. I don't know, but
yeah, it was funny. David Walton just messaged me and he was like, "Yo, y'all are still podcasting?" And I was like, "David, you don't understand. We used to do 4 to 5 hours."
4 hours, right?
Yeah, man.
Hey, people are telling us to go 12. You people are getting off lucky tonight. We could have held you all night.
Boog by the end of the episodes would be snoring, and we would be like, "Oh shit, he's asleep. Let's call it a night."
Real shit.
And then the stream will go on for another 3 hours because we don't have the power to close the stream.
Before I embarrass myself, we're gonna wrap this one up tonight. But I think that our regular day is probably gonna be back on Sunday, guys, or we settle in on Saturday. I guess we'll talk about it. But between Saturday or Sunday, our regular old day was Sunday, but Sunday was kind of wild for us East Coasters and trying to wake up in the morning and shit. So. But yeah,
there's so many other like live stream shows going on these days that we don't want to step on anyone's toes and lock down.
Yeah, no doubt.
And not make you feel like you're fighting for your favorite YouTubers' attentions. A day that you can commit to watching one show over another, whatever. Be mindful of everybody's watching habits.
For sure. So yeah, I don't really have anything crazy going on to plug, but again, most of the things that we mentioned as far as like videos and stuff will be in the description of this video. So all the Fabio stuff that he talked about, the Hasbro interview from me, and yeah, just links to the rules and information for October. All of that stuff will be in the description of this video. So if you guys got something specific you want to plug, then do your thing.
Just the quick usual hits for me. Everyone go sub to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get to the 1,000 subscriber mark, so I got a few hot videos that I put up. We talked about Mezco Con, so I did a recap of the summer edition. I've got a review of the possible fall exclusive, which is Crimson Dragon Gomez. The only review on YouTube for it right now, so please go check that out. Just saying.
Wear that like a badge
number
of honor,
one
Fabio.
Mezco reviewer.
No
Out
doubt.
now.
I'm the number one Mezco collector. I'll say that, but we're stepping into the review game very, very slowly. So yeah, definitely go check out my Crimson Dragon Gomez review. I also did a guest spot on my friend that I mentioned earlier. He runs a network called God Hates Geeks, and they have a new kind of YouTube channel, and they do a toy show on there. Yeah, it's a good name, man. They do a toy show called Toy Kind of Mood, so I did a guest spot on there talking about the Shadow Supreme Knight that just came out and just all things Mezco in general.
Wait,
So,
that figure dropped already, or only the pre-order went up?
The pre-order went up last week, and it shipped out this week.
Oh, really?
People have-
Okay.
So we do talk about that figure in hand on that show and just get into all kinds of other Mezco things. And then other than that, just go watch Perry Mason on HBO and see if you can spot my dumb face.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, I'm looking for Fabio and Terry Mason. Fabio, I just want to say that on behalf of everybody that's seen you today, I'm loving the Patrick Bateman hair. It's incredible. I just want you to tell me about Huey Lewis and how he really found himself on a certain album. It's really great.
Let me tell you, quarantine's crazy because it's got me forming opinions on the band members of Genesis.
Oh my god. Shout out to I'm sure he's somewhere in the chat. Shout out to Doomwade Vegeta. Nobody knows this, but that guy has become my rival lately. For some reason, me and Doomwade Vegeta have both like jumped head first into the vintage clothing community, and he's always like my rival in bidding for something, and he always bids me the fuck up. Even shout out to you, but fuck you at the same time, Doomwade.
Rick's 50-50, honestly. On this.
I'm sure I'll see you in one of the lives soon. I'm gonna go live on Monday with a cat that's in the vintage community named Jan Michael Vintage. What an incredible name! Oh
my god!
Yeah, what an incredible name. He does live auctions every night for vintage t-shirts, and Monday is Mad Engine Monday. That's like all about Marvel clothes and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be selling a bunch of Marvel clothes on Monday. Check me out with Jan Michael Vintage.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Nice. Two more things. A.C.B.A. t-shirts. We're going to relaunch them on this podcast one of these days in the very near future. Actually, I had just got a sample in on Friday, and we working that out. Also, anybody who ordered the Patriot or Serpent 2-packs, the A.C.B.A. cutouts, you should start getting your stuff on Monday. I think maybe some people may have gotten some stuff today. But the very last of some of those international orders will be shipping on Monday. So everybody should have their stuff this week. And that stuff is actually still up for order right now on the A.C.B.A. website. So again, all of these links will be in the description below. P, what you got? What you got going on?
Nothing much. I'm just trying to fold myself back into the mix. I'm posting a lot on Instagram now. And that's basically where you can find me. I feel like a broken record. Every single time we do these plugs, I always say the same shit. I have a ton of footage for Posing Ain't Easy that I will eventually edit together. So if you're really clamoring to see what was really popping off at Toy Fair 2017, you know where to go.
Wow. In-depth look at 2017.
All of you people participating in October, keep tagging us in your stories and your BTS and stuff on Instagram, because we're reposting that stuff and just keeping the motivation levels high, and that's what it is. So I think we're gonna jump out of here 10:45 on the dot. Thank you for hanging out with us. It's been a pleasure. It felt good to be back. I think this was a good solid app, and hopefully we'll be back right back at you next week. Right?
That's it. Yep. Next week.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, no doubt. All right, man.
man.
Love y'all. Thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, hit that bell down there. Until next time. Peace.
Bye.
Are we still live?